はい。みんな、聞こえておりますでしょうか？ツイートします。長い間ではないけど、それでは始めたいと思います。皆さん、本気日です。花持ちきびです。言っていましたが、明日は、6月15日は、俺の誕生日なので、日本の方では、まだ、もう、お誕生日なんですけど、俺の時差で、まだ、15日ではないから、カウントダウンしようかなと思いました。見ての通り、ボッチズロックの、パリピ姿を招きいただきました。はい、ありがとうございました。今日、やばい。長い間ではない。聞こえておりますでしょうか？もう少し、近くに行けるけど、ちょっと、声が小さすぎたら、ぜひ、教えてくださいね。むずい。本当は、今日、あんまり予定してないけど、あんまり難しくないし、配信しようかなと思いました。その後は、このボッチズロックの、なんというか、絵があって、本当に、この今日の主役と、このメガネと、毛というか、使いたかった、本当は。本当は、ボッチズロックのメガネと今日の主役を、切ってみたかった。本当に。それだけです。すいません。その、あっさり理由で配信しようかなと思い、申し訳ございませんでした。でも、本当です。いいコスプレしたかったので、配信しました。それと、お誕生日は特別なんで、それもあるんですけど。はい。アスタラさん。こんばんは。Hello, アスタラさん。I was honestly not sure if I was going to stream or not. Because I was like, I already went out for tomorrow because I'm a little busy tomorrow. So I went out with my family today. And we got back. And I was just chilling. And then I was like, should I stream or should I not stream? And so I ended up streaming. And I was saying that one of the reasons one of the things that convinced me, even though I was kind of I was planning to stream regardless, I think. But I think one of the things is I really wanted to put on the butchie glasses. And the sash and the mustache. I made it like a long time ago, and I was like, or not a long time ago. I made it when Butchie was airing, and I thought it was the coolest thing. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was so cool. So, well, because I like Mochi the Rock a lot, so for me it's, you know, I mean it's like cosplay, but a lot lower tech and less difficult and less expensive. But yeah, I was probably gonna stream anyway, but it's not like a big stream, so I'm just taking it easy. Oh, sugoi! That's a cool emoji. I should use it more often. Especially like this. Oh yeah, so yesterday I talked about how somebody accused me of I don't want to say accused, but maybe accused. I don't know, it didn't bother me that much. I guess clearly it did because I'm bringing it for the second time on stream while chatting. About yesterday, somebody on TikTok said just said admit you're cheating, and right. And then today, or I guess it's still today, but today's connections, the one with Derek Jeter, completely stumped me. So yeah. But anyway, I didn't ask. How's your day been? みんな今日元気でしたか？それともまあ日本では Oh. Yeah, well, I had a lot of trouble with it. If you want, you can try it. I mean, like, it probably wasn't that difficult, but I just didn't know the blue category. And it's one of those things where if you're left with like two categories you don't know, it's just gonna be forever. Yokatta. That's good. Patch, 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 patch. It was good. So, I mean, I'm gonna be flying tomorrow in an airplane. So I can probably still do stuff with my family then, but because we weren't sure, we all went out today, had a meal. My mom got very into the basketball game. Thank you. But my mom got very into the basketball game. The one in the NBA Finals. It did not go her way. Although, frankly, I'm pro Mavericks. I don't think they're gonna come back is the problem, but at least they didn't get swept. But then, after I went out with my family, I got back maybe 2 or 3 hours ago. Yeah, less. Maybe an hour ago. And I decided I wanted to stream. It's not going to be a long stream. We're going to do the birthday countdown, and then I might chat for a little bit longer. Maybe go an hour. I started at 11:30, so maybe 12:30. I would do the Wordle and the connections on stream when my birthday hits, but seems like a bad idea. I don't have the overlay set up.
Countdown?
Yeah, I'm in the Stay Streaming channel because countdown. I figured, like, why not? We got back with so much time, I was able to prepare my mochi glasses.
That's fair. Yo, you want me to kill your viewer attention on something 0 people except maybe you care about?
Sure.
You know, gigantic ass Red Wings right winger that we can never remember the name of. I finally looked up on Hockey Run. That guy is Tomas Holmstrom.
Holmstrom, okay.
I keep saying Nicholas Holmstrom because of Nicholas Lindstrom.
Ah, that makes sense. Holmstrom. Okay. I don't know why I had you at 80%.
I was probably yelling one time.
Maybe.
You know, is it time for me to start my Woo-Wah journey?
Your what?
My Woo-Wah. I still.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Woo-Wah.
Woo-Wah.
Not actually. I got David Street.
あ、メンヘラモックン。初耳ですか？本当にありがとうございました。日本語下手ですか？っていう質問ですか？俺にとってはあんまり悪くないと思うんだけど、日本人として多分下手だと思います。普通に、はい、ぜひ日本語でチャットしてくれたら嬉しいです。普通に、エステレさん、前のコメントだ、英語なんで、英語喋りますけど、もちろん日本語でチャットくれたら日本語で返します。なんでコメント消したんですか？ Wait, Estella-san, did you see that? Am I the only one who saw like a phantom comment?
No, yeah, it says message you back.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good. Anything else, like, I mean, have chat do what they're comfortable with, but I think there's very little you can realistically say in chat that's like actually bad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of the number of things you can say in chat and be like, yikes, gotta delete message. You know?
普通にいいコメントだったのにな。熱いです。本当ですか？チャンネル登録本当にありがとうございました。また配信見に来たら嬉しいです。本当にありがとうございました。ヘラモックン。俺と名前好きです。俺もメンヘラなんで。はい。Oh, for context, because it's in Japanese. They subscribed and they were the first time viewer, so I was just thanking them. Oh, by the way, I didn't introduce.
Oh god,
yeah.
Like, I'm just looking at this, like listening to you, like, okay.
But Estella-san, you were on the Valorant stream, so you know. おー、すごい。メンヘラって意味してるんですか？すごい。Why am I saying this in Japanese? なんで日本語で？Yeah, that's impressive. Menkera is kind of a... I don't know if it's a word everyone knows. But anyway, Estella-san, you were on the Valorant stream, so you would know my brother. Sometimes I might refer to him as Ototo-kun. But yes. それと日本語の皆さんは今チャットしている
It would be heavily ironic, by the way.
No, どうぞ. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm like, I say it'd be heavily ironic if this is the only place where you refer to me by my name.
Yeah. Especially when there's such an easy out.
Yeah, I know. That's why it'd be hilarious. But I know neither of us are disciplined enough to do that.
それともっくんさんは俺が思うんだけど英語はネイティブなので得意ではでなきゃ困る逆に日本語はちょっと でもま
Countdown.
あ、は
Dave is here. We're doing a birthday
デイさん、
countdown.
こんばんは。
こんばんは。来てくれてありがとう。皆さん、エステラさんが、Actually, have you met Estella さん? Or not met, but have you been on when Estella?
Communicated with.
I don't think so, because Gerald has. But
Interesting.
one of my more common viewers that I like is Estella san. But that comes on Estella san. But Estella san, to introduce, this is my friend Dave. He shows up on some of the mahjong streams if you've seen him. So yeah, he's one of my closest friends. で、日本語の皆さんでは弟を紹介したかったんですけど、今はチャットをディスコードに入れまして、デイさんという友達がいるんで、それが友人です、デイさん。そして今は弟くんとデイさんです。はい。
Yo, Dave, how much do you like? I know you like tiny stuff. I'm like,
Pardon?
I know you like no Japanese kind of. Like, is this worse to you? Okay, I'm just vibing now.
It's not that like I don't understand. It's more so that like I don't know if I can respond well.
Okay.
More or less.
Nope. Not all of us.
So all of you
Like,
know Japanese?
50, I would say
Less than
50% of us know Japanese.
Less than 50%.
No, it's less than 50%? Okay.
I don't count Wilson as knowing Japanese.
No,
No.
I mean in the call.
Oh, in the call? Yeah, 50%.
Yeah, like 50%.
Yeah.
So yeah, not
Like,
all
we have
of us.
1.5 Japanese speakers here.
Yeah. So Ototo-kun speaks no Japanese except for like
So for like anime memes.
yeah,
And
kind of
even
the
that I'm like pretty
yeah.
rusty on.
mostly
It's like,
memes.
Also don't watch anime.
Dave-san does know Japanese, but like it's probably kind of weak at this point.
It's very rusty to say the least.
Yeah, and then you know my level, like somewhere in between advanced and fluent. I don't know.
It's
Demo.
advanced enough.
I
that
thought
you're-
fluent you had to like, and this isn't flame, but I thought fluency was like without thinking about grammar.
Yeah, that's why I don't really consider myself fluent. But a lot worse speakers than me, I think, have considered themselves fluent. I'll put it that way. Plus, like, if you're on,
Can I go on a rant right now?
yeah,
I believe your line should be not what what people think their Japanese is. You should literally choose any other language of like what people would consider themselves as. I think Japanese has a heavily, like, a very skewed sample set of people who learn Japanese.
yeah, or
So it's like, if the same person learned Hebrew to the exact same level, I don't think they would consider themselves fluent.
yeah,
I think it
that's
is
true.
literally just a function of the type of people that learn Japanese.
That's fair. I mean, I think that I think there's a lot of lines. That's why I say I'm somewhere between advanced and because I'm definitely like advanced.
Yeah.
And I think I've been advanced for a while. I don't know if I've.
I mean, you saying that is reasonable. I'm just asking about, and like,
yeah.
I don't.
That's why I don't. That's why I try to specify that I don't really consider myself fluent, but I do think I'm closer to that side than a lot of people. So it's like I don't know how to.
Okay, honestly, not Japanese, but then like most of the people speaking Chinese on my YouTube page.
Yeah.
More than them.
Trying to
Very
remember,
bad.
is it Ashita like Tanjobi desu ka or something? I don't
Hi.
know.
明日は
Okay, got you.
明日は誕生日です。
Got you.
Yeah, I believe I'm
Yeah.
more than advanced by like
Definitely.
a pretty good deal, actually. But fluent is kind of like, to me, fluent always had a much higher bar, and it's literally
Yeah.
impossible to become native. It's literally impossible because that's not what native means.
All
But,
I know is that our mother, who has lived in America for a very long time, still says she's not fluent in English, and she
Yeah.
says it's because she thinks in Viet. Like,
Yeah.
And like that's my bar that I don't think anyone actually crosses, but
Well, it's
I think
literally
so.
impossible for, no matter how good our mom is at English, it's literally impossible for it to become native because
yeah.
native is the first
Native
one.
English speaker, yeah.
but yeah, I think she's fluent. But
I remember I do too. I'm saying I remember her telling me that she doesn't think she's fluent, and like I also think you can. I think fluency is more of a mental state than it is a acquisition level. If that makes any sense.
yeah, I
Like
mean,
it's more if you're fluent, like when you feel fluent, more than like
yeah.
I don't know. I'm monolingual. I'm just talking on my ass. I don't know.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that's good.
I mean, yeah.
Estellaさん、
yeah.
本当にもう
10 minutes countdown.
9 minutes, I think.
Oh, my bad. I'm off
No.
by a minute.
I have the timer. I have the timer on my stream.
Yeah. By the second.
Well, no, okay. This is a really stupid thing. I looked up the Oh, すごい. I looked up the timer that I saw all like the other people use, and I tried to look for it. So I just did the first
Wait,
one
what
from the
clock
Japanese.
website are you on? What clock
It's like
website are you on?
time.is, I think it's called.
Because the only place I see this clock is on your stream, and then it'd be delayed.
It's time.is/ja/Los Angeles. Los_Angeles.
Mine just says auto to LA. Huh. Whack.
But yeah.
Anyway.
でもまあめちゃくちゃ英語喋ってますけど、まあ僕とか他の日本人がいたらもちろん日本語喋ります。まあ前はちょっとどんぐらい日本語喋ってますかっていう質問があって話していますけど、多分上級以上をまあペラペラ未満かなと思いました。それとまあ8分以内に明日になりお誕生日になります。めっちゃドキドキワクワク。アーニャさん、ドキドキワクワク。Also, Dave, did you see my outfit? Actually, you've never watched Butch of the Rock, so it wouldn't mean anything to you probably, but...
I wouldn't know. Other than
Dude, I didn't...
there are some funny clips.
Yeah, I didn't get to that point in Butch of the Rock, but I like know the meme.
You've seen that?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the funny clips.
It does help that our gamer friend and I send a lot of clips, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely trying to reverse engineer who the gamer friend is. Don't say it.
I'm not sure he explicitly said no, but he also explicitly said yes, so I'm not gonna say it.
I mean, okay, my implication is it's the one who's the most weeaboo.
It's the one who goes by gamer in our Discord. Oh no, sorry, he goes by
Certified.
Oh no, that's not in our Discord. That's his actual name.
That's just, yeah.
That's his name? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm right.
Are you right?
His
or
name
are you
is-
right.
No,
His-
I'm not.
His name is Certified Gamer in Discord, which I'm not
Yeah.
sure is a
Yeah.
spoiler, but
Spoiler.
I feel like if anyone in your chat has someone's Discord, we're past the point where we need to hide their identity.
yeah. Certified Gamer seems a little bit too loose to catch somebody in DDoS though.
Yes.
It's only
Honestly,
because
certified
it
gamer,
is.
there's probably like 5 different Discord accounts with different spellings of certified.
But yes.
You don't want to start getting specific at that
But
point.
yes, he
You
is
do
our.
not.
But because I've allowed this,
Yeah.
He is our certified
He's
gamer
also-
friend. He is. He and I talk about anime a
He
lot.
is also the most weak.
Yeah. Well, I'm the
Like-
most weeb, but he's next.
He is a close second.
Oh, I don't think it's that close.
It's not that close.
Okay, you know.
He is second.
Okay, okay.
He is Derek Jeter.
He was okay.
You're in second place. Where's the number 2? By no metric is Derek Jeter second place. He's either first by a lot. No, time out. Either first by a lot if you're using certain metrics, or like 100. There's no metric where Derek Jeter is the second best at anything.
The second best player on his team during his playing years. No, he wasn't. He was third or fourth.
A-Rod, Clemens, Sheffield,
Mario
and then three of
Rivera.
his teammates.
Rivera is better than
Mo.
both of them.
Yeah, I would Mo.
I was thinking A-Rod. He's the second best player in his infield.
Second best shortstop for the Yankees in the late 2000s.
We're going way too deep into baseball.
Words.
And again, we went
Truly
way
the
deeper at
overlap of
dinner.
people who watch indie VTubers and sports.
でもね、
And like American sports.
まあ、大谷翔平がいるでしょ
That is, yes, that is the exact overlap. You are correct.
そうですね。誰でも、まあ、鈴木誠也さんとか、今永翔太さん
I
と
don't
か
think, I
見
don't
てま
think,
せんし。
I don't think Suzuki Seiya, I wasn't listening, like
Shota.
Yamamoto,
Yeah.
Imanaga. I don't think they pull viewers. I think they're just good at baseball. I think Shohei Ohtani is the only, like, honestly, he might be the only baseball player that pulls viewers.
それと多分一路鈴木さん。鈴木一郎さん。
3分って。
3分、すごい。それと、
うん
バブさん、Hello!
青さん
あ、Bob the Gamer さん。
おば。
Yo.
Hello. Nice to meet you. I try to remember my first time chatters. But again, I can't see the other
Does it
first
not
time.
have the badge on YouTube? I know there's the badge on Twitch.
Oh, it might. I'm looking at comments through my Streamlabs.
Wow, fancy streamer.
And then everything messes up when you try to sign into chat.
Good to know.
I thought maybe I'd be able to sign into chat one time and it'd be permanent, and it never did.
Interesting.
Fancy streamer, I still haven't gotten live 2D. That'd be the real fancy times, is when I have my own live 2D
Is that the
model.
like mocap? Yeah.
Well, I'm very happy. I talk about it all the time. I'm very happy with my 3D model that I have. I think it's so cool that I can just do it and that I didn't have to pay money for it to start out and all that. And I'm able to do cool stuff like throw on my bochi glasses and stuff. But I do eventually want the live 2D, you know, normal 2D model that everyone uses at some point. I have to ask Megan. I think she's okay with saying it. If not, oops.
Who?
Megan? Our
friend.
one artist we know? What? Oh, are we not allowed to?
I
say that
don't
name?
know if
I
I
don't
asked,
know.
but she seems A, way too outgoing to not, like care, and B, but that's not okay just to assume that.
No,
but,
yeah,
like,
that's the issue. It's that she'll never say no.
yeah.
I'm like this, so I can say this. Like, it annoys me when people are like this, because I know I'm like this.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you actually can't ask because they'll say yes. You can't do it because they'll say no. So you have to, like, vibe check if they're okay
Yeah.
with something.
I'm not gonna lie, a part of me also wanted to just say Megumi-san, and then because Megumi is so close to that, I kind of just mixed them together.
Okay.
Oh, Merlin-san. Hello. I'm doing good. In 10 seconds is the birthday countdown.
Crap.
9,
Crap. Where's my-
8, 7,
I
6,
mean,
5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2, 1. はい、誕生日になりました。
Happy birthday.
はい、ありがとうございました。
Mm. Time to join the
ありがとう。
23 league.
はい、デイさんはもう23歳になって、
Ah,
今、
yeah.
入ったところでした。But yeah, and also thank you, Dave. Thank you, my brother. If we count on the day, I mean, I've been being told it because leading up to it, but Dave-san is the first to do it on the day.
Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Did I change my username once more? I changed it once to Hanamochi Kibi. Did I change it again? Somewhere? I don't recall.
Well, there's definitely no notification if that's the case.
どういう意味ですか?
Mm. Oh, I think it's. Huh.
いや、
Yeah.
I changed it to Hanamochi Kibi all at once, but Kibi is just like, it's like a first name, I guess, if you want to like translate it to English convention. I'm not sure if English convention helps you because I know you're not American. But it's more like Hanamochi Kibi, please call me Kibi-kun って言うんで。そういうことなんですけど。でもまあ、Kibi-kun って呼んだら嬉しいです。Oh, すごい。Wait, what? Okay, I didn't mean to like. I've been talking, right? And I haven't really been doing anything on the side, but I went over to my YouTube, okay? I went over to my YouTube just because it's open. And I got recommended, or I saw a video recommendation. And I don't watch, I know a lot of you guys might watch Calliope Mori because VTubers and all that. I don't, because I'm not into like the yen as much. I got recommended this thing, this video called Joint Beauty Tokyo Friday Night featuring Hanazawa Kana and Calliope Mori. What?
Oh, that's sick!
Hanazawa Kana?
That is sick!
すごくない？日本語、まあ日本語の皆さん、日本人の皆さんにこういうことがあった。俺はめっちゃセオタなんですけど、あんまりカリアペモリさん、ホロイエンのカリアペモリさんをあんまり見ないけど、とある動画になんか見てジョイントビューティーそういう歌を流れて花澤香菜さんとコラボしたとはまあありえないと思ってた。すごくない？花澤香菜さんとカリオペモリさんすごいめっちゃすごい。それは日本語の下手さはまあそれもあるけど多分すごすぎて何にも思い浮かべないというなんかびっくりすぎるはい Thank you I'll probably stream until like I'll probably go for another 26 minutes go an hour
26.
and then yeah because I did do a little bit of celebrating earlier today with my family plus like because I have a flight like tomorrow night. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not gonna have to worry too much about whether I should sleep in or not. But thank you. I will keep that in mind and maybe celebrate a little bit more later, tomorrow, or today, on my birthday. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still like shocked at this Hanazawa kind of collab.
Fucking wild collab.
Well, because
you wanna share this?
Oh, I mean, I told you the video. I'm not gonna send it.
Yeah,
in the
I
chat.
just literally.
I mean, I guess I'll send it in the Discord.
Calliope Mori, Hanazawa collab.
Yeah, well, it's some other time. You don't have
But
to
yeah,
do it immediately.
If viewers are curious, it's called Joint Beauty Tokyo Friday Night featuring Hanazawa and Mori Calliope. I haven't
He is
watched it, I
actually,
just saw it.
like, I don't actually know much about her. It just feels like she's just like living.
Huh?
It just feels like she perfected being a lead.
Oh, Mori?
Yes.
Yeah. To me, she's a bit like Pomu, the old Niji Sanji one. But Pomu was more of a, I feel like, oh, this is gonna sound so elitist, but like, Pomu was like the underground one and Mori was like the, really mainstream one. And because my interests align much more like, you know, doing freaking idol calls and all that, to me it was a lot easier to watch. I don't even watch Pomu all that often, or I didn't before she graduated, but I definitely remember like the Diamond City Lights with all the she sang Diamond City Lights with her group and then she created her own call out for it. But yeah, it is really cool. Hanazawa Kana is probably like one of my first. Oh, you know the chant? You know Diamond City Lights? Jinzo fire tiger wiper. Wait, what is it? I need to look it up now. Jinzo fire fiber wiper. Tiger tiger ta 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 tiger chape ape karakina chape ape karakina myoho tsuke. Wiper.
I'm assuming there's some rhythm to it. It seemed pretty run on for a second.
It's kind of belted.
Really...
There is a rhythm, but it's kind of belted.
It's not really how chants work.
So you know how there's like instrumental parts of a song? So it's like there's a whole thing, and then there's lyrics, and then there's parts that like are solos or whatnot. It's like right after the second or third chorus or whatever. Then they jump right into the call. Now let me find you, Jinzo fire fiber wiper. Taiga taiga ta 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 taiga chape avocado kina chape avocado kina myoho tsuke. Wiper fire fire tora tora kara kina chape avocado amama chiospa tora taiga dare taiga Jinzo senyo taiga. And then let's go to the place. But yeah, I've never been good at mixing. I've always wanted to do otage dances, but I have no coordination for even normal dances or TikTok dances. So, but at some point, maybe I'll do a dance.
If you get a full body.
I don't know how full body works. Because theoretically, right? If you live 2D is all drawing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how they live 2D full body, or if it's different. See, I don't know. Or if they do like the whole
I kind of
model,
always assumed that like the 3D model is just like
a separate thing.
Like a separate program. Yeah.
That makes sense. Full body is usually 3D, yeah. But because it's my birthday today, and it's been leading up to my birthday the last couple of weeks, I have been looking at, like, you know, maybe I'll splurge and get a 3D, like, not a 3D model, a 2D model. And then it just says, like, full body plus rigging, and it's really expensive, but that's not the point. And, like, how do you, like, what is in a full body 2D model plus rigging? It's like, I know you get the full model, and they theoretically rig the upper parts that you see on camera, but, like, how do they even see the feet? Or is it just like you get the whole model drawn for you, and then they only rig the top part or whatnot? I don't know how it all works. I'm a noob when it comes to this stuff. But yeah. Well, I've seen the Mokopi. It's cool, but like I'm nowhere near experienced enough to buy a $600 tracker that I will basically only use for certain streams. So
There's $600?
actually,
Isn't
I'm
it
not
just
sure.
a freaking spandex suit with balls on it? $600. Holy.
Oh no, it's $400. It's the Sony
that's
Mokopi
fucking
3D motion
reasonable
capture
for-
system.
Oh, it's the whole system where it gives you a bunch of cameras and shit to, like, also.
I have no clue. Again, not experienced in this.
No way. I don't even doubt you that it is actually $600 or $400, but still, like, god damn.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do like the cheap thing, and I'll just wear sunglasses, a mask, and then just do it live.
Is it a cheap thing? That's not also like usually the best option.
Oh no, it certainly is. But it's like, and it's like not. It doesn't cost anything. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It is cool when you see like the models dancing and stuff. Not that, I mean, my dance is gonna suck regardless, so not that big a deal.
My only issue is that they just normally don't look that good, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
the most expensive ones, they look all floppy.
And it's a lot of money to invest for very dubious games. But I don't know. So I'm not a dancer, right? But I do see TikTok dances, and they are like, what's the dance version of catchy? Whatever.
See, I don't actually know how to answer your the word, but I will say my version of that is if there's a banger TikTok dance, I sometimes like trick myself into thinking I like the song.
But you know what I mean?
And yes,
where
this
it's like,
is much more of a K-pop thing. Like,
yeah. But you know what I mean by like the. Oh, thank you, Dave.
wow.
Sent the Discord message just to send a message, or he sent he sent a message to lock in his
It's
first,
literally just one person that
Or-
likes to be the first.
or he sent it as a reminder to everyone else.
It's actually the latter part. Too.
Do I?
Can we talk about the time? Can we talk about that time, Dave?
Oh, goat shit.
Oh, you wanna?
Okay.
I'm okay with that story.
I feel like I asked Dave first because it's a very funny story in our friend group where there was one year, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, Dave turned some age, one of those, 20 somethings or whatever. And combination of me forgetting and me not wanting to dox you. And
That's fair.
And I'm not gonna lie, all of us in our friend group try to be really good at remembering birthdays, but none of us are. So it was Dave's birthday, and like he had a birthday, and we were all at our respective places. We weren't in person or anything, but he literally waited till it was no longer his birthday, it was the day after, and then he told me, by the way, yesterday was my birthday. And
I thought, no, there were like 5 of us in call and he waited till 12:01.
No.
Yeah.
I thought it was...
He deadass waited till 12:01. Just be like, yeah, well, you guys forgot.
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I told you before the 12 o'clock time because that's how you knew.
Yeah.
But then
I remember knowing first. And I because I don't know if Dave asked me to keep it quiet or I wanted to see with him to see if anyone else would get it. We were in call and we waited until it was no longer his birthday. And then he revealed it and he dropped that shit like it was a bar. He ate and left no crumbs.
That's what I'm saying. Absolute goat shit.
But yeah.
I thought it was funny, to be honest.
And Dave
don't take it too hard.
Dave is incredibly good-natured, so he didn't at all hold it against us or anything. It was just a funny thing. But like, I wonder if Dave can imagine the emotional damage that was struck upon us.
No, the funny part is, and I don't know if this is explicit or not, and this might make him seem like an evil mastermind, but it's like everyone knows that he's the one that cared the least about like people saying it, but everyone wanted to be the guy to wish people happy birthday more than like actually caring about them, right? So like he exploited that by being like, yeah, I'm just not gonna tell you. And if
because genuinely speaking, I just thought it was an interesting experiment to say the least. Because it was like one of those times, because like in our friend group, it's usually a scenario where it's like, oh shit, it's someone's birthday, and then they just like say it, and then everyone gets reminded about it. So I was wondering, so I told Kibi-kun about this, and I was like, okay, listen up, but let's see if anyone like, really thinks about it, because like I think like no matter what, no one really thinks about it until someone mentions about it. So I was very curious if anyone would bring it up, because we all know each other's birthday, or supposedly we know everybody's birthday, right?
I'm on equal ground where the person I have blood relation with is the only person I know the birthday.
And that makes sense, of course.
I do not expect any of you to remember my birthday, save times where you're in my home.
I'm not gonna lie, Merlin, that's a little bit weird.
I mean, supposedly, I'm saying this with
the toilet calendar.
Oh, I didn't see the toilet part. It's not birthday calendar. I'm like, what the fuck? That's smart.
No, that's smart. But the part that it's in the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, that's odd. No blame.
It's like when there's a mirror in the bathroom.
Now I want to think, oh shit, I forgot Megan's birthday.
It's like when there's a mirror in the bathroom. And you can there's always mirrors in the bathroom, but it's when there's a mirror in the bathroom.
Point at the toilet, yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
It's always so weird.
The funniest part about that is that our dad hates it. I'll be honest, time out by the way. I just hate my face in general, so I just like don't like the concept of being required to look at a mirror. Like,
yeah, I mean, you kind of
unavoidable mirrors. I just kind of hate in general.
I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to in a bathroom. It'd be weird not to have a mirror in the bathroom.
No. You have to have a mirror, but like, you need the mirror for when you brush your teeth. You need the mirror for when you shave. You don't need the mirror. Like, you don't need the mirror while you're taking poop. You know?
Yeah.
Like, in fact, I think that's the only time I look at myself because I'm ugly.
That's a bit.
I try to have self-confidence, so I try to like take a photo of myself every once in a while to post to like my private socials, but then I don't because same reason.
I mean, yeah, I can try to have self-confidence, but like, I'm just not like. I feel like there's better ways for me to find self-confidence than thinking I'm an attractive person. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. ちなみに日本人の皆さんがまあ 説明したらまた説明してますけど、それがデイさんっていう友達が誕生日だと託したことをその時と他のビュアーさんが変なお誕生日カレンダーっていう I forgot the word for calendar.
Calendar? I don't remember.
Is there a word for it? I forget. See, I'm not fluent. I'll tell you that much.
Well, no, fluency has nothing to do with vocabulary. Fluency and vocabulary.
It is just calendar. I kind of thought so because
Really?
but in my head there should be a word for it. まあそういう話があってそういうことを英語で話したんですけどめっちゃ面白い話でした。But yeah.
Wait, that's odd. Huh,
Some Japanese vocabulary would be easier to remember if you didn't know English. Or like didn't know the loan word, where it's like you just think it can't be that easy, but it's not just a loan word sort of deal.
Yeah, there are some words. It's not actually as common as I would probably immediately answer your question. But yeah, I think that whether or not there's a loan word often to me is just a vibe. Or not a loan word, but like whether or not there should be like an actual Japanese word is kind of a vibe. Like
katakana.
Yeah, and I feel like
it's just one of those things where calendars feel old enough where they had a word for it for the Yanks.
I'll also put it this way: there's a lot of things that have had a word that are no longer using those words. Like Dave probably got taught, same as me, about the word kipu in Japanese. Do you remember?
Kinda.
That word is ticket. Everyone in Japan nowadays just says chiketto. Why they switched to that? No clue. But yeah.
That is kind of strange, actually.
Chiketto is very normal. I mean, the difficult ones are the ones that are like not really the same thing. I mean, the obvious one is that parka stands for parka, but not really. It stands for just like a jacket or like a hoodie, I guess. But to me, a parka is like the rain one.
No, parka's for winter. Huh? A parka's a puffy jacket for winter with fur. A raincoat's a raincoat.
Yeah, well, I just looked it up. A parka in Japanese is kind of just more general. I know that it's not the same thing. Yeah. Parka in Japanese is just a hoodie. That's what it is.
Can I do the thing where I fill your viewer attention again? And
yeah.
Go off. Oh my fucking god! I got Phil Jungle, right?
Okay.
This ADC that stole my role from me, by the way, is doing that stupid fucking thing where like every top laner is just like, we'll just target the backlines. Just like running through people, trying to target the backline.
Other people know.
You can interject. By the way, my brother's Ototo-kun is.
I just needed to bitch something. I just need to bitch, man.
I'm good with you.
It's League of Legends, it's still sick.
Yeah, bitching for a little bit because League. As much as I love my viewers, the other person you have to worry about is Dave.
Fair.
Don't scare him off.
Okay. When we're actually hanging out, not on any streamerino though, I'll still just like want that shit and then drop it. Like, which I'll also probably just is like generally disrespectful to Dave, but you know.
I don't get scared off. I'm just kind of more like I'm just respecting your time. If you're putting your time together as like playing League, I don't want to interfere by that point because like it's
no. I don't
like.
I don't really
like again, like here this is different because you're not both playing League. It's just that you're playing League.
I just need to bitch.
Yeah, and it's fine to bitch about it then. I'm just saying if you're both playing it and bitching, then that's a different thing. If you follow my drift.
Yeah. Because if we're both playing, then we sometimes communicate to each other, and that screws everything up.
Yeah, it just makes it really inconsistent. Yeah. Yeah.
Nope. This sucks.
Alrighty.
Game sucks.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really liking this vibe. I don't stream late, like, ever. 確か、ステラさんが
How many languages do you guys know, anyway?
That's a good
Like,
question.
Like,
I
how
talk
many
about it all the
languages does the entirety of the chat know? There's like,
I'm asking chat,
oh,
but
the
I
chat,
guess
yeah.
you could also tell too.
I mean, I talk about it all the time. I know Japanese,
Right.
I know English. I don't know Spanish or Korean. All the other languages I don't know and have. No, I don't want to say no interest in learning, but it's not really.
you have an interest in learning Spanish?
Oh, sorry. I mean, no relation to. Because Spanish, it's like one of those things where I took it
Yeah,
for 2 years.
Spanish you took in high school.
Yeah. I mean, like, Spanish, there was some relation.
Like,
Yes. There was
We've
some
all been
relation
there.
to it, but not a Spanish speaker.
Mhm.
Korean, I'd like to learn. Japanese, I know to whatever extent we talked about earlier. English is native.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I just,
Wow, that's impressive. I always think that the indigenous languages are cool.
Yeah, you don't need to dox yourself. If it's a very
Yeah.
specific language, you don't need to talk about it. But that is interesting, to say the least. Dang. Because I think I can name up to 3 languages, I think. It's like English, Korean, and Japanese. And Japanese and Korean are similar enough, which is why I can understand pretty well what's going on. But, yeah.
holy crap, the average number of languages in this chat is like 2.5. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Estella Song is the winner.
Yeah, looks like it. Congrats, you win a trophy of most languages.
I think Merlin has it on count, but like, just
Yeah.
indigenous languages are. For a lack of tokenizing a culture, indigenous languages are cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Also,
I know that there is a deeper point to that should be discussed in some capacity, but also it's just kind of cool.
Yeah. But it also depends like how fluent you are, how much you know is like, you know, Merlin knows Dutch and English. A lot of other ones to a, you know, recognizable level, but you know.
Yeah.
It would also appear that Estella-san is like fluent in all 3, which is impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, she also just said she was like learning Japanese, right? She's actually just like collecting languages like Pokemon, but
I get well because I know Japanese. Basically, I don't know if this is actually it, but I feel like if you're in a language learning space of any kind, you start getting the AI, the machine learning algorithm, polyglot content. So I get recommended all the polyglot stuff. I'm like, I think the person that peddles the polyglot content is often somewhat a little bit strange, but
I don't like the existence of polyglot content. I think being a polyglot is interesting. I think the concept of making a video, I think when you make a video and put it on YouTube, you have to understand that like a majority of the world is monolingual, right? So it's like, who are you making this content for? It's going to be like, I'm just gonna say the white dude that speaks Chinese, who's like obviously the creator of this.
Whatever,
Yeah, Qiao Ma. He like, the videos are very clearly not for Chinese people. They're very clearly for white people to be impressed that a white guy can speak Chinese. And like,
basically for me, I just feel like
gross.
I just feel polyglot content feels often very some combination of, and this is not for all polyglot content, but a lot of it is a weird combination of like inauthenticity and fetishization. It's just like a weird combination of it.
Good way to put it. Yeah, it's.
But being a polyglot is impressive, just because, like, you know, I've tried to learn languages.
Fuck yeah.
You know. I know 2. I'm not even good at my... Well, I'm not fluent
You're
in
not
my
good at your
second...
second one.
My second
right?
language, I'm... You know. I wish I knew better. Put it that way.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not really that fluent in English, so.
I also would want to learn better with Japanese. I mean, I'll have more time now.
I feel like it's just a cop out for me to say that I'm just like very bad at that position, but like I feel like I'm very bad at that position. Like,
I mean,
and maybe it's because when I tried, it was like in Spanish class where I like. God bless people who know how to speak Spanish. It's not a reflection on you; it's a reflection on me. I didn't care. I had to, you know.
Also, I
Like,
wholeheartedly agree, Merlin. Tendency to support stereotypes, which is
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
The does, like, symbolizes it perfectly to me.
Yeah. Kind of. That's yes. The exact words I was looking for. Kind of like it's not like I have this like great moral aversion to it, but yeah, kind of.
Thank you. We do it. That's good. I just feel like, I think also because in America, I mean, they don't really force you to learn languages as much as I feel they do in other, like in Europe or whatever.
Yeah,
but
not like in Europe.
But they kind of do force the one down your throat a little bit more,
Yeah.
which is not at all Spanish's fault. Like, just a language, but
I feel like actually, I don't know if this is like police or something, but like I think the analog for specifically like Spanish class in California, there is exactly one, and that's French in Canada. Where like it's like a language that you're around enough where it feels normal, but not like, you know what I mean? But not like part of your everyday life. So you go into a Spanish class, and it's not like you
Okay.
don't know anyone who speaks Spanish, but it's just like it's neither wondrous nor is it like easy. You know what I mean?
yeah. But yeah,
okay.
so cool though.
This is the issue is not the Spanish language. The issue is definitely me in this scenario. That's what I mean.
I
I think
mean-
I'm using it as a cop out.
I mean, it's just purely motivation at that point if you
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to learn more languages, right?
Yeah.
So
That's the other thing. I also just have
Yeah.
like the reason I wouldn't learn Korean or Japanese. Okay, the actual reason I think it's reasonable that I don't want to learn
Nice.
Korean or Japanese to look like
Yeah.
Pardon?
I'm actually there's no freaking way I can learn Korean or Japanese without like just being kind of a weeb, and I'm just like
He wants to be a little more authentic when learning his language, and he doesn't think he can learn it in an authentic way.
yep.
I mean, if you just take it like, actually, I don't know how motivation.
Well, he
works
can't
for
because
individual.
to him, it's
I
if it's inauthentic to you, then that just means it's inauthentic because you're the one learning it.
yeah, I don't know
It's tough.
what to say.
It's
But yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I only learned Japanese because like I was watching anime already, and no, it's not.
Yeah.
Despite what a lot of people say to me, it's not because I want to watch without subtitles.
Yeah.
Although I have before. But it's rare, but I have before. I mean, it's just when you connect with something, you just learn it, and it just happens. But yeah, I think that like wanting to learn versus being told to learn is a very important part of learning a language.
I actually think in the way that language is very explicitly not supposed to be like no. I'm not saying no language is constructed because there are constructed languages and they're all like very explicitly stupid. Language, it's not supposed to be difficult, right? Like
Right.
every language rule exists because it made sense to someone
To speak
at
it.
some point in time.
Right. Versus the alternative.
Yeah. And that's actually true for some college, but it just like feels less arbitrary when talking about language for some reason. Right?
I can't imagine anyone speaking more than like 2 languages though.
There are people on the internet. See, that's what I mean though. Because I believe that you have to have a desire to learn the language that's not just collecting them like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, people on the internet will be polyglots of like 10 languages just because they opened up Duolingo and they said, I'm gonna collect that one next.
Yeah. Actually, no. You know the worst polyglot content? I'm just gonna go on random. There's that one guy that's like, I can guess your language. And then he's like, can you say the word firework? And it's like, good job, but you didn't know the language, did you? Like,
that's just a word.
Very specific, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds Chinese. Can you say the word gunpowder? Oh, I got it. See, I know. It's like, no, do the word for gunpowder.
Also, like, I don't think you need to be a polyglot to recognize different languages.
I'm not.
Like,
it's not hard.
Yeah. Speaking it and listening to it and like saying it phonetically sounds like something is still like miles apart. Like, it's so easy to me. Like, I don't know a lick of Korean other than, again, the Korean
I don't know
stuff.
about Duolingo.
Yeah, but I still
touched
know
that stuff for years.
I think we're using Duolingo as like a placeholder to say a
language learning app.
Like, yeah, like.
No. I thought chat was.
Yes, it still gives you mostly nonsense. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay, again, monolingual. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I always heard the issue with Duolingo was just that it was like made by people who speak mainly European languages, and like it's great at teaching you German, Spanish, and French, and it's like horrible at teaching you Chinese.
Yeah.
I can definitely say the Korean seemed really odd.
The Korean's bad.
It's odd.
Why would you be on Korean Duolingo? You just know Korean.
No, my friend was looking at the
sometimes
Korean
it's fun to just look
and
at.
he was asking me to double check if this made any sense, and I said,
yeah. I've looked at Japanese Duolingo before just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, honestly, Duolingo feels more like one of those silly things you can do on stream.
Yes.
Honestly though, I think it was fine with Duolingo when I was just learning vocab, but when it came to literal sentence making, it made no sense. Or just anything they tried to put it together didn't make any sense. But just vocab is fine, I think.
Wait, so when you say it was super formal, did they just like not teach you informal Spanish, or? Now I'm actually curious, because like.
That's interesting.
Both of those things are interesting. Yeah, sorry, I guess I should specifically say English speakers, so it's very good at teaching like Romance and Germanic languages. I should like.
So even European languages is also not so great.
Basically, Ototo-kun is saying that you can learn French, or a French person can learn English.
French,
really
Spanish,
well.
German, Italian.
And those people can circle jerk somewhere, anywhere between each other. Chotto.
Oh,
just under my arm? I don't even know. I got one of my muscles tensed up.
Do you stretch?
I did not. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, you should probably stretch. It's good to stretch in the morning.
Oh, in the morning. I should probably do that.
Well, in general, it's good to stretch when you wake up.
I'll keep that in mind.
Chris, do you believe in chiropractic? What's the
chiropractitioner?
No, Ishiner is the person.
Chiropractor?
Chiropractic?
I'm just trying to.
Do you believe in the shit where you get a massage and you feel good?
I would just
acupuncture.
say. Well, definitely.
Acupuncture is different, and also you'll answer the same question in a weird way, but you know what? That's actually.
I think if some people want to do it, it's fine, but personally, I don't think you need it. You just need to exercise.
Well, because
really.
No, like, do you believe it's real?
What do you mean? Do you believe it's real? If it's a service, I guess it exists.
Is
right?
it like physical therapy for fit people?
If someone has a sore back, but they don't want to go through all physical therapy, would you suggest them get a massage? Or would you say to lie down on it until it stopped being sore?
I wouldn't say to lie down. That's for sure. I think
Okay.
I don't know how to.
Because I'm pretty sure a doctor would just tell you, yeah, just rest on it until it stops being sore. But like a chiropractor would tell you to get a massage.
Because the way they
That is
say
true, it
to
is
rest,
relaxing.
there's a different kinds of way you're supposed to rest the muscle. Because you need to rest in a way for that muscle to, not completely fuck up, Because let's say you have a soreness on the neck. You do not want to lay...
Bone stiff. Am I stupid?
Pardon?
I thought soreness was like a nerves in your bones shit. Like a creaking. I'm really dumb. Okay, I almost failed my physiology class while cheating.
I'm kind of concerned, but all I'm gonna say is I don't think neither of us are well versed in this information, so I will just leave it as that. Okay? I'm just telling it just purely from what I do.
No, okay, no, because
okay.
Okay, yeah.
All
No,
right.
I'm just asking because like it's also like very clearly a quack science, but it like makes sense to me. I don't know. But like if I was sore and I got a massage, I feel like it would make me feel better, even though I like know it's objectively not true.
I mean, you don't need a massage from an expert. You could just get a massage from someone in your family. That's good enough, is what I would say. I'm saying like those people who
Great
pay
places
us
to get
money,
massages.
Oh,
Cash
we're getting
only.
called out by Stella-san. Or maybe not we, but kind of me as well. I never came close to failing, but certainly there were times where I would cheat and I'd get a B. I'm like, ooh, I'm really not doing good.
Okay, yeah, I didn't fail it, but I definitely like. Okay, when you Google every question on a test and you still get an 83, how does that happen?
maybe you're
I was Googling every question, and I got 17% of them wrong. Like,
I think also you gotta keep in mind, if you did this, I don't know, 8 years later or right now, I think you'll probably get 100 with ChatGPT on your side at this point. I don't know.
no, Google is more reliable than ChatGPT.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I guess
ChatGPT might be faster and easier to cross-reference with Google.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
by
I'm
the
saying
way,
is, those two
you know the
tools-
guy who I cheated off in that class? Our good friend who's now a PhD candidate in BME. Fuck how that works.
that makes sense. I mean, that's why he's doing PhD.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think
Definitely
ChatGPT.
not good to dox him there. I was like, wait, no, okay, never mind, don't dox him. That could be bad. You didn't
Seems like
dox
there's
him.
enough BME, that I didn't dox it.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's proud of it.
he is already advertising himself. So
No, he had. I'm saying that attaching him to this is probably not a good idea.
Yeah. Like, even if he's okay with saying his name, it's like, I don't know how personal you want to get about, like, this is his job, this is where he works.
And he could get in trouble for evading and
I don't know
other
if they're
people's
gonna
bad
like,
activities.
He can't, because he didn't know. This was before we were friends.
Wait.
Yeah! Yeah, this was before we were friends!
Okay, that's a
Wild.
Oh.
Wild.
This puts it in a different perspective a little
I
bit.
was cheating on him!
So you were cheating off of our common friend, and he doesn't know that you did. That is a.
I think he knows that I did, but like,
So
it's
he
not like he's
does
giving
know?
me answers. It's more just like we've known each other for 6 years since and shit comes out, but like during them I'm like, buddy, give me, you know? Like if he knows, it's either because he didn't care enough to confront me about it, or because I told him later because we are now friends. Both of which things I don't actually think put your PhD in the question. Like,
I have no comment whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think it's best to move along.
well, I did. Sorry.
This seems like a conversation that needs to be done privately.
We'll figure it out afterward.
Yeah.
Because right now, I don't.
Yeah.
think
Next
it's
time I
very
talk to him, I'll be like,
Hey,
What's up,
buddy.
right?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Also, I know it's 12:45, but I actually been having such a good vibe here that I'm just like, I'm chilling.
we're just hanging out. If you stop streaming, we'd still just be hanging out.
Yeah.
Talking. We just call Dave something different.
Yeah. And we lose fun chat
Yeah. Yes.
with our 2.5
That's the actual
average.
thing. Yeah, like chat is
Average
better at
average.
holding a conversation than we are with each other.
Maybe.
And they're
No,
very good
it's
at
true.
and they're very good at
It's
bringing
true.
up pertinent topics and all that. You have two non-conversationalists and like or two like introverts and Dave.
And Dave.
Dave. Yeah,
Yeah.
Beaver. I don't know.
I call myself an ambivert, yes. But
God, chat.
I don't know.
MBTIs.
I don't know. But then again, it just sounds like very pretentious to say, "Oh, I'm just an ambivert."
I'm just
Oh,
good
there's
at
this, like-
everything.
No. Time
Yeah.
out. By the way, there's this thing where I both know that everyone is an ambivert and introversion and extroversion is like mostly
Mhm.
fake, but also if
Yeah.
anyone tells me an ambivert, I'll think they're a jerk for dodging a question. Like,
Oh, boy.
Because I feel like if you're 51%, then, or like if you're anywhere close to the middle, I feel like you're just an extrovert.
Hmm.
Even though,
Fair.
even though you're probably like an ambivert in that you're good with both, I feel like if you're,
for most
Both?
people, where the call is close, it's extroversion.
I think it's because
Hmm.
I'm an introvert, and I'm an introvert just because I can't talk to people. I don't imagine that people who are extroverted can't be alone. Because, like, I'm
Yeah.
introverted, right? And I'm introverted because I can't talk to people. If I could talk to people, then I'd be extroverted.
Well, in a way,
That's how
kind
I
of
see it.
the
It's probably not the case. Theoretically, if I'm introverted and I can then become extroverted, I'd just be ambiverted. But in my head,
Mhm.
if I could talk to other people, I'd just be an extrovert. I would ditch this introvert stuff.
Oh, see, I don't. I think it's like, to me, I would say I'm an introvert because even if I was better at talking to people, I'd still just like being alone. You know, like, I feel
Okay.
like I'm like an okay yapper. I just really like being alone, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow, that
I
awkward
just-
silence is really.
what
I'm not a
awkward
good
silence.
yapper.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Basically, yes, I agree that the concept is BS, which is why I feel like it's a title you give yourself. So if you give yourself the title of ambivert, you're just like kind of a dork, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just dodging the question. If someone asks you, are you an introvert or an extrovert, and you're like, well, actually, it's not something with sociological backing, which is like true, but like, no, that's not what I asked you. You know?
Well, if you want an honest answer, there you go, though. That's just the thing. If I have to go.
If I asked you, Dave, and you told me that, I would know you well enough that that's your honest answer. But for most
Right.
people, I think it's them trying to dodge, and I don't like it.
Well, not everyone works the same, you know? So, well. I still like the comment, 2 introverts plus Dave.
Plus one day, yeah.
It's
Hard to
just
pin you down.
He's not even like in the category, it's just a super. Yeah. But, yeah. So where were you following up with that, though? With the struggles?
Huh?
You were definitely bringing something up, saying 2 introverts and Dave. and then you were trying to follow up. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
no, because I said that chat's better at holding conversation.
Got you. Yeah, that makes sense. It's
Like,
probably
when me and my brother hang out, we just name Sharks players from 2006 until we get tired.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you gotta think of it in a way that, like, well, you two know each other very well, so there wouldn't be much to talk about at this point. You'll be just talking about things that are new. But
Actually,
when
we
you're
did that
conversing
literally earlier today, so.
But what I'm saying is, like, the reason why it's so interactable right now is just the fact that chat is learning more about you two.
That's
so
true.
it's much better. And I
Still
mean,
keep it fresh.
for me, I'm still technically still learning more, even though, like, we've been close friends for a long time, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Not like I live with you every day, right? I'm not your brother. So
That's true.
yeah.
I've just gotten back to living here. I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie, for
I'm not.
many times, we talked more when we were away than
yeah.
living in the same place. Obviously, nowadays, if we're like both in person, we can sometimes talk, but like for the most part, it's like when we're out of the house and still just like online, which is not that different than when you're apart or whatever.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. That's true. Text is also very helpful because it gives a good back and forth response.
I used to text
Yeah.
Dave a lot. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
Back when
We
that
text
was back
a
when
lot.
texts were still the main way of communication, I think.
No, it's not just text. It was specifically, I think, like Google Chat. I forgot what it was called.
Hangouts.
Google Hangouts. Yeah. You know how old we are when we are using Google Hangouts as our way to converse. You know.
You talk about text. I know I've told brother this, but I don't know if I ever brought this up to Dave. I'm just gonna say girlfriend to keep it simple here, but like, I told you the thing I miss the most about that, right? There's like,
Google Hangouts? Or
No, just
no.
Or just
talking,
texting.
like
in
texting
general?
late at
again,
night, yeah.
again. Yes, like
Hmm.
the thing I think the thing you miss about being in a relationship is just like, if something weird happens to you during the day, I just want to know someone I should send this weird thing to, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to like. It's real, man. Like,
Hmm. I'm not sure how to go with this, frankly.
I don't know. You're just talking about texting. It's just like, yeah, texting is lit, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's like one of the one of the better forms of communication.
Hmm. I mean, it's also just good record keeping too. Whenever you're trying to reference back.
Yeah, instead of talking.
Going back to the birthday thing, that's how I remember. That's how I remember if I need to wish someone a happy birthday. A Discord server I don't think counts. No, seriously. I literally only remember the people who I like actively text happy birthday to. Just like family members and Megan.
That's interesting. I don't know. I just imagine when you're texting that one person, the only time you text is just happy birthday, and then every 1 year you just do the same happy birthday. And that's considered texting still. I don't know. Yeah. Now Google Hangout just became Google Chat.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's just weird.
ちなみに日本語でレイさんと昔からめっちゃメール送ってました。それが中国高校生ぐらいめっちゃチャットしました。メールをしました。それでまあ俺がメンヘラなんでレイさんが結構我慢っていう
Huh?
ことが強いと思っております。
Wait, I think I didn't understand that now. That was like the few times I was like, wait, what did you just say? Oh. Okay. But
I said
I don't know.
you're basically I tried to say, I don't know how successful I was, that you are very that something akin to you are a very patient person.
Oh, okay. I might have forgot the word patient then.
It's not really
'Cause I was
patient.
like-
I forgot the exact word for patience.
Well, either way, I kind of got lost.
I forgot
when
the English word
translated-
for what I said. No, I said it right, okay?
Oh, you did? Okay, I wasn't sure.
By the way, chat, I think I still hold the like crown for the weirdest consistent form of communication with someone,
Yeah.
in which
Yeah, I heard
One of
I
my-
got strong as well. I was like, Suyoi? I'm like, I mean, nice compliment. I don't know why this is coming out though.
No, but one of my homies when I was playing competitive card games, we messaged each other via only Twitch whispers.
What is Twitch Whisperers?
It's
I-
Multiple
Twitch.
times a day.
It-
It's when you find someone's Twitch account and you DM them via Twitch.
It's a
I
pretty
still
weird
have no
form.
clue why we did that. And by the time I actually got his number, we weren't as close, so I've like never texted him.
Oh my goodness, that's That's
I don't know.
unfortunate.
I
though.
feel like it gets the crown for the weirdest form of communication with someone.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll give you the crown.
yeah, I definitely would say it is a very strange form of communication. Yeah. It didn't even like move on to other platforms. You guys just
No, again, by the time I got his number, I was just playing less card games, so we weren't hanging out as much. And like, I
Yeah,
have his
okay,
number. I
I
think it's still on my phone, and I think I've like texted him one time because I accidentally like stole something from him from a tournament. Like, yo, yeah, this is yours.
what is up with stealing and cheating? Oh my god. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, you go to a tournament that's not home, you get on a plane, you come back, you look at your deck box, and you're like, oh shit, I have this thing someone else owns. Whoops.
Well, yeah, I guess I can't 100% relate on that note since I guess I mean, I don't play card games. But I see what you mean though. Yeah. That, well, I mean, I guess you still have a chance to text that person though, even if like you're not that close. Honestly though, like,
Yeah, there's
speaking of, like,
no.
I mean, speaking of
Turns out when you have
texting,
friends from playing a card game and they don't play that card game anymore, I'm not
Yeah.
really missing talking to them. It's just, this only came up in the context of strange ways to message someone. Like,
yeah, no, it makes sense. Like, topical wise, it makes sense. I think I was starting to lean towards to the subject. To the
I
next
will say
subject.
the main reason we had a falling out was also just like he was always better than me, but he got like way better than me, so we just started hanging out with people who were better than me. Like, you talk about card games, you're always gonna message the like better card game player. So, like, I'm not.
Or equal level, right? I wouldn't imagine they only just
No, better than me. No, you're not looking for an equal. I'm not saying like his peers. I'm saying like I stopped being a useful person to bounce ideas off of because he's way smarter. In the same way that you would go to me for help about E or PhD in biomed isn't asking me about biomed things, right? Like,
right.
and even if oh, there it is. He is an hour late. I would hold no one else to this standard, but you know,
Oh,
that's his thing.
yeah, that is his thing. Oh my gosh. I mean, at least he remembers. He was reminded.
Well,
That's
we don't
the
know.
more important thing.
We technically didn't give him the chance to. We know he wasn't first, but we technically didn't
Well-
give him the chance to figure it out on his own.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Will.
No, I don't have a problem with it. In fact, yours is the respectful thing to
want-
do. I'm not gonna tell you not.
No, if you wanted to do the same experiment, I was willing to let you do that.
No, the only reason I would do it is because of Wilson. Everyone else, I think that they'll either remember, and if they forget, it's just because they actually forgot. But
That's fair. Right.
yeah,
The other
say,
person, was like not friends with the other person that made it funny.
yeah.
So now it's for exactly one person.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
まあ、他の、まあ、翻訳することが、その時、デイさんとめっちゃメールした時は、時々すごく変なメンヘラなことを、メッセージを送って、それも、デイさんがめっちゃ我慢が強かった。
Yep.
本当に。
Yeah.
I highly recommend a calendar. I'm not sure I recommend
Yeah.
the toilet version.
Specifically putting it in the toilet, we are going to cautiously look for other options. But the actual calendar might.
The calendar is a
Yeah.
good idea. Logging it in your phone and stuff. Logging it in your phone with like a little timer thing on it. Reminder.
Yeah.
That could be useful. I ain't doing like I don't care how effective the toilet calendar is at remembering people's birthday. It ain't worth it.
Dude. Not worth it. I mean, it's not like it's an eyesore. Okay, my main thing about the toilet is like we have a lot of cats. Like I don't think I know birthday isn't like overly personal. I just think it'd be weird for them to just like
Yeah.
see it in somewhere super public. Like I put it in my room, you know? Just like
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, can I bring up something totally irrelevant just because of what Estella-san said?
Sure.
Is it me, or do almost no fridges have metal parts that you can put magnets on anymore?
I'm not.
Wait, our fridge is magnetic. We just fridge.
I guess
just
they
looks
don't
neat,
advertise it.
I mean, it looks
Yeah,
like
I
an
guess they
eyesore,
just don't
I guess.
advertise it anymore.
I thought that maybe it's Uncle Michael's fridge, definitely.
No, I'm pretty sure fridges
I know-
still do.
Has
It's just that they don't
fucking
I know
advertise
Uncle
it
Eric's
as
is
much
like
as they did.
literally wood in the front, so that's not
Yeah. He's also like
very rich.
insanely wealthy. Remember that time we decided he could run the Met Gala if he wanted to?
Wow.
You've been to that motherfucker's house, okay? Like, yeah, damn.
No, he has.
Yeah.
Oh no, he has.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, I have.
He pushed our gamer friend into the pool with his phone on him, so and then became a bad friend.
Oh my gosh,
Like pushing me into the pool with jeans on.
his mother would not let it go.
Don't worry, I inherited that title from you, Dave.
Yeah, I think that title might be wearing off though soon, considering like, yeah, I don't know. It's most
Yeah.
like factors that is like beyond the scope of this conversation.
Well, there was a pool.
Yeah,
It was not a pool party, but it was like a birthday party. It was my birthday party.
It's a, it's a birthday party
Pertinent.
in summer.
How did we get that brought up there? Wow.
it was your birthday, and
So it
you
was like
invited-
exactly some years ago.
Told people to bring swimsuits. It's basically a pool party.
It was. Was it a pool party first, or was it a pool party secondary?
It was a
'Cause I thought it
party
was
with a
secondary.
pool. I'm not
It
much
was
of
a
a
party
swimmer,
with a
but
pool, but yeah.
I thought it was secondary. That's why I was like, I don't know if that
I
was.
feel like a pool party is
thing.
generally when you go to like a public pool and you have a bunch of people.
Really? I feel like
I've never seen a pool party that isn't at like a public pool. That's not the point.
But the pushing happened because we were all shooting water guns at each other with water. Was it water balloons? Did we also have that? Or I'm not sure about that.
Probably.
But
I don't know for sure, but my odds are yes.
Yes, but I remember vividly that gamer man was shooting at others.
Jeez.
I saw the perfect opportunity to tackle.
He was a man possessed.
It was perfect opportunity, you know.
Yes.
And
Like if Gerald wasn't like an actual lifeguard, I think someone could have gotten seriously injured. Just at some
First
point,
of
he
all-
realized that we were trying to murder each other.
first of all,
Gamer man was
one,
trying to murder all of his friends, and then decided that he would just be a lifeguard for the day.
Yeah.
I knew gamer dude did swim before. That's why I didn't think it was an issue.
Yeah.
But like,
Then he
but
had his
then-
photo on him.
but then his mother was like, "What the heck? What if he didn't know how to swim?" I'm like, "Well, I wouldn't push him at that point. I wouldn't do that to someone that I know doesn't know how to swim. That would be a problem, you know." But then,
Right.
I mean,
I forgot who got me, by the way. I was wearing jeans and I suck at swimming. It was a dick move on the deep end. It was a dick move. I forgot who it was.
it's definitely not me. That's for sure.
Thank you for that reassurance.
Well, yeah, because I know only one person that I pushed, and that was
Yeah, that's fair.
that was gamer dude. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But anyway, and then
yeah.
I think my stock's also getting raised because our family once
Mhm.
brought them noodles that were not available in their area.
Wait.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I only knew
Before
that
the
they knew
Ostomy
how to
concert.
swim though, because like we've been friends for such a long time.
Yeah.
Gamer dude and I've been friends for a long time, so I knew he knew how to swim. So, yeah. So, just contextually wise, that's why it was fine. Like how I thought it was fine, you know. But
No, I think I can swim exactly good enough to get myself from the bottom of the deep end to a rail and not die. But like,
But it's close.
yeah, it's not. The thing is, I think that's where it is. Not. Yeah, obviously I can make sure I don't leave this
generally
mortal coil.
not really. It's not a thing the country does. It's just something that like, me and this gamer, my gamer friend was just had in common.
Well, I actually do think it's something that a lot of people learn in the U.S.
Is it? I think it was like because they don't really.
Well,
teach you-
we all went
Actually,
to high school
we
together.
you're taught it in high school, whether or
Yeah,
not
we
you're
all went to
like,
high school together, and I know we were taught there was swimming class in high school. So
whether or not you can actually do it is a different story because they don't spend
Yeah.
that much
Was it?
time
Actually,
helping
was
you,
it?
but they
just
do
thought
teach
it-
it in E. PE.
Really, I thought it wasn't really much of a lesson. It was just you just were there. I don't know
That
how
seems
to describe it.
brutal. Holy crap! You want to talk
Well,
about being thrown in the deep
Yeah.
end? Holy crap!
mandatory and also not ton school.
Keep in
No,
mind,
okay.
there-
So yeah,
I
so
was-
like in the US it's like a lot of places just like a lot of people just get taught when they're really young. It's like in high school, it's part of like a certification for first aid, I think, that you need to pass.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in high school,
Yeah.
yes.
You're taught how to swim specifically so that you can save someone from drowning. I know
Just
that.
because I
Oh,
can't
okay.
do CPR doesn't mean that I
That's
shouldn't
part of the
know how to.
certification?
I definitely
heck?
should know how to.
I guess I just didn't think about it because I already knew how to swim. What the fuck?
Yeah, probably.
I had no idea. I kind of brushed it off. I did not realize it was part of the CPR. Which makes a lot of sense now. Why?
Yeah,
that
no,
was
I
a
believe it,
thing.
by the way. If you're thrown in the lake to learn, that's like Tarzan King of the Jungle.
I feel kind of scammed if you didn't join the swim team. It's like, like you already played the game at the highest difficulty, and then it's like, then you get shown like a black pool, and you're like, oh, it's actually just like autopilot.
Yeah, so I don't know how to drive, but my grandma sometimes visits Las Vegas, and she long believes that if you can drive in Vegas, the drivers here are so crazy that you'll be able to drive literally anywhere because you can do it in Vegas. That's kind of like, the lake is like an extreme version of that.
Oh, we get to say we live in Vegas? I didn't even know it was that stupid.
I don't know. That's why I just said she visited Vegas, but I'm not that worried about doxing Vegas, so...
Well,
Well,
as you were saying though,
anyway,
it's just
not the point.
yeah.
Point is, yeah, she does this thing. She's wrong, by the way. Like,
I-
it's random. She's wrong, by the way. But
I
But
don't
the
know how to
essence
feel
is
about that
probably
kind of
fair.
comment.
I'm not sure about the truth value, but if you told me that applied to other things, I'd believe you.
in the way that I don't drive either, I know for a fact LA is better.
No,
Because
that's
I like
true.
have eyeballs.
Yeah. I haven't swam for a long time though. Not thinking about
Yeah,
it.
like realistically, what situations do you like swim? You know, it's actually pretty rare.
For fun, but that's about it. But
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's
if
like
you don't
when you're like,
enjoy
I
it,
want
then-
to go swim it, but you don't incidentally swim. If you don't think about swimming, you'll never swim.
well, I think the only time someone would ever swim is either for fun or you're trying to save someone's life in the process. Assuming you are.
But also, if you don't go
Uh,
out to the lake or whatever,
Disagree.
how are you gonna get into a situation where you're gonna save somebody from drowning?
Yeah, yeah. Like
Mhm.
you have to be in a situation where people are
No,
splashing
that's what I'm
around in
saying.
water.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like then like there'll be a situation where you would want to save a person, but the point I'm saying is like that's the fewest scenarios that would even occur, and that's not very common if you don't, you know, go to the ocean or go to the sea or go to a lake very often, you know. Yeah. Do you remember anything from the time in high school with the swimming stuff? Because I don't recall very much.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Wait, there's water everywhere. Is swimming not mandatory? Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I just saw the comments, not the comments, the message beforehand that explained it. Because I was like, that's kind of...
Yeah, it's possible in
Yeah.
that country to fall randomly.
Yeah. Because I was like thinking, well, yeah, you should definitely know how to swim a bit, especially when it's the
Yes.
country.
America
Right.
has this very sick tech where if there was ever any piece of nature, they put a road on top of it.
Yeah. That's why we were learned how to stop, drop, and roll, and like
True! Actually,
and like duck and cover. And shit.
That's kind of messed up now. Looking
They
back on
learned
that.
swimming. We learned duck and cover.
You learned
and
school shooting
duck,
drills,
drop,
yeah?
and roll.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, fuck, we've been talking about school shooting a lot. Anyway, I will say,
I think
it's overblown in the way that I don't
I
actually
think
think it
I need
traumatized
to
me.
stop there. I think this is getting pretty, you know, deranged. a
What,
bit.
you think I'm gonna go on a pro school shooting rate?
No,
No.
I think you're gonna.
I'm
I
just
think you're gonna go in a huge tangent. You know.
I'm going to, yes. All conversation is tangents. What?
Okay. I'm okay. Sure.
Anyway,
Alright.
no. I wanna say this.
Yeah.
I wanna say this.
Okay.
Bitch ass people in America want to be like, oh my god, I can't believe we had school shooter drills. It didn't matter much. Like, I'm not traumatized by its existence. More, that's weird. You know, like people are like, oh my god, I always go to school with the dad getting shot. Like, we went to a very nice high school.
To me, it's much more like.
I understand there are people who have to worry about it.
To me, it's much more like, damn, we live in a world where we have to worry about that. But like, the actual thing.
I guess my point is that the thing you should be thinking about is, damn, we live in a world where it has to be a national standard to worry about that. But if you were actually worrying about that, when again, you went to a relatively preppy school, you're like mostly just trying to sympathy bait.
I also don't, but that actually, I know that people have.
Yeah.
Like, I know people can catch on fire.
Yeah, like
I mean, like, I don't want to talk too much about this.
You're watching this stream on an electronic device. Electric fires are very common, you know, like.
I don't want to get too into this because I get sad about it, but like, arson, like, Kyoani, that was not good.
It's like,
that was no bueno.
Yeah. Did they recover though afterwards?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, but like,
they released a
20
fucking anime
people
for
died.
it.
I know. Yeah.
That's not good.
That's 20 people dying in a country without guns. So that's like 300 people dying in a country with guns.
Yeah, that might be like a top 100, like, disaster. Not natural disaster, because not natural, but like, I guess a lot of earthquakes get a lot of people in Japan, but like, 19 people? Pretty big. Oh. Damn.
All tops? Wow. What's the one with the fire in a bottle? Okay.
That makes, well, it's not good, but I actually like, I understand how that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, even more kids at our preppy school did drugs than swam or owned a gun, so this advice does actually track for us as well.
I probably should have done this an hour ago, but I just wanted to do. This has nothing to do with anything. Where is it?
Okay.
Oops.
See, I'm from America, so I am going to not comment because literally no one from America can comment on Mexico without being racist as fuck.
You have like 8 viewers. What the heck?
Oh,
Great.
すごい。みんな来てくれてありがと
Wait, then who's buying them? Why are they being produced if no one's doing the drugs?
8 viewers is a lot, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a birthday hat that I can just put on and I have to worry about it. But there's actually like a lot of different varieties of birthday hats, and it's a little bit problematic. Maybe I'm supposed to like mid-journey this shit or something.
Wait, no. Time out. By the way, for that one, I'm not saying I'm anti-drug, so like that's a different point. Raves are
Okay.
cool. Anyway, where was I going with this? Is that even a problem though? Like, is exporting drugs even a problem? It's a problem for the people using them, but like, okay, if I was the president of the Netherlands, right? And I learned we were making like money hand over fist via drug trade, taxable because you could call it like a medicine or something. I think I would just let it happen.
I would let it happen. As a human being, it would be despicable, but as a ruler, it's actively like
if you're the president, because they're talking about like government-funded ways to like stop people from like talking about drugs in the same way that like it's a national mandate to gun safety drills in America, right? In that way, it's like, would I really be doing a national mandate that says like stop bringing money into our economy? You know? Streak.
It's like how a company making money is normally through unethical methods, but as a company, it's literally like their job to do so. That's why it's kind of difficult.
See, that's the part I was missing. See, I don't actually know how to make ecstasy, so like, I didn't even know that, like, I didn't know there were like illegal
Dumping methods.
acetate. Yeah, not acetate. Oh fuck. Oh come on, I remember AP Cab. No, the solid part after a titration.
Solid part after
it's like a powder. It's like a powder that comes out after you. If you do like any aqueous.
Wait. Oh gosh.
I know that last part because I mean, I'm an Asian kid living in America. But not even that I do it, but like you got 5 people, a bunch of them do ecstasy. Like, is ecstasy addictive? I feel like I don't know anyone who's addicted to ecstasy. I guess they just like brush it off as like, you know,
Drugs.
Not in America. Actually, maybe. Not a rave kid, sadly. Yo, Dave, you want to go to EDC with us next year? Not us. No, you guys go.
What?
Me? Want to go to EDC next year?
What is that?
It's a rave. It's like the
not-
biggest rave.
I'm not sure about raves. I am pretty sensitive.
I think
with
he asked somewhat, like, he would be down to go, but my guess is he asked no, thinking the answer would be no.
Yeah.
Kind of just
I need someone to go with, okay? I'm not gonna go alone. I'm not gonna go with you guys, sorry. Like, straight up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm invited, but I can't be the guy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Mm.
And I don't think I'm cool enough to be the guy anyway, so.
I'm not much of a rave person personally. Mostly because those environments doesn't really fit well with me.
Oh.
I just realized I'm like so antisocial. The only places I can talk to people are like bars and like other places where they're already going out to like eat, to you know, have some libations, you know.
This
Yeah.
didn't work.
Oh,
You can kind of see it.
there's the hat.
I also messed up. Okay.
I don't know.
It's too
The
tall.
only events I go to are tournaments related, and they're just sport tournaments.
Giga chat.
But that's about it.
Omega chat.
I haven't been to a tournament for years now. I think the last one was like
Decriminalized illegal breeds, yeah.
2 years ago.
Wait, isn't that literally just prohibition in America? Like illegal to sell.
Oh.
Or no.
But
America is illegal to sell.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
I think it is prohibition.
Yeah.
Because it's like illegal to make alcohol, right?
No, at the point I realized where like
Hmm?
both prohibition didn't work in America and alcohol is like one of the most dangerous drugs. I stopped really understanding why any drugs were illegal, but understand that like people clutch pearls about that, so it's whatever. Okay, obviously like fucking black tar heroin, but like,
Oops.
I mean, alcohol is just literally poison to your body.
Yeah.
But,
as a
Yeah.
drug, alcohol, it's pretty bad. People are just like chill, you know. It's like, it's just that it's like socially acceptable.
Yeah, socially acceptable drugs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, same thing with weed now, right? Like, no one's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you're a fucking,
I think
you're
the
a
only
fucking drug
problem-
addict if you like smoke a joint."
honestly, the only problem with weed is if you take it, like if you take it, it just smells really strong. That's
Yeah, I just
really,
hate the smell of
Yeah.
weed.
Yeah,
I truly think it's that the like stigma around weed is just that no one wants to be around a guy smoking weed unless you're smoking weed. So like if you don't want to smoke weed, it's just gonna be a guy who smells like shit and is kind of an asshole. You know what I mean? So then there becomes a stigma around it because it's like, well, I don't want to smoke weed and I don't want to be around you if you're gonna be a dick and smell bad. So you're just like,
yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
no, I really think that's the thing. Like,
yeah. I mean, I guess there are different ways to consume marijuana.
okay, well, I'm saying like, okay, if you do an edible, you don't smell bad, but you're like,
Yeah,
genuinely, no one likes to be around someone who's high. I have
unless you're
never,
high yourself.
yes, I have never interacted with someone who was better while high.
Honestly, the only interactions I had with
Under
people who were
21.
high were
Drug discussion.
just hanging out. They didn't really
Yeah.
do much. They just kind of sat there.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
see, okay, that's what the seventh part that bugs me about weed is that it's like it's such a social drug that like my roommate invited me to Hotbox one time. It's just like, no, it's like, but like I probably could have met some people if I did, you know.
Yeah, that might have been a way to be social.
I mean, it might as well be
Actually,
the same as, like drinking social.
Does anyone in America actually like make their own edibles anymore? Just buy them.
Well, because it's legal now. At least in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually know how to make it. This is random. But, like I do actually make edibles just because I was born on the
So-
internet one time. If it's baked goods, all you need to do is like infuse the wheat into butter because like the active ingredient is oil soluble.
Hmm.
And
That
you
makes
just
sense.
make brownies with.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. You should never take marijuana when you're alone because yes, you can harm yourself, but also like, I ain't gonna be the guy to babysit you while you're high. Fuck that. Like, it's like
Yeah.
literally the point. Like if you're the club babysitter, then you will just tell them, okay, stop smoking, because eventually you'll get tired of it.
Yeah.
And that is why I think there's a stigma against it. It's literally just because the babysitter tries to like, fuck this shit. Like, I think this is also true for America. I believe it's only decriminalized, or it might be like state legalized and nationally.
Nationally,
it's
it's
still
not.
it's still a federal. Yeah.
What I know
It's
is
not the
that
exact
there
thing.
are I know certain states are legal. That's kind of why when you said that, I was like, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure, but like, I know certain states already.
Did you
legalize
know
it.
if you go into, I don't know if this is true now, but it used to be true that you weren't allowed to pay with a card in a weed store because if you had any paper trail, then they would have to charge you a federal tax on it. And if they charge you a federal tax on the sale of federally illegal drugs, they'll arrest you.
I know that like betting sites used to like charge your credit card as like 1-800-Flowers and shit. because flowers are legal and gambling at the time in that state was not.
I completely separate topic, but I remember when we bought one too many tickets, right? And you had to like go to Ticketmaster and sell it. The way that they verify you is they literally they just like send you a small amount of money, and then you have to tell them how much money they sent you so that they could like see that you have the account you say you have, right?
Okay.
That still kind of freaked me out. Like, I don't know if this is weird enough, but it's like, man, this random ass company that I am paying just to see a goddamn K-pop concert is like, they know shit, you know? Like, why the fuck do they need to get this specific with $100 for a refund? Like, come on. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, back in my day, you just went to the stadium. There's a guy usually with a shitty goatee, and he hands you $100 bill. Right? Done. It's
You're making it sound like you lived such a long time.
Yeah, I lived pre-Ticketmaster. Fucking assholes.
And post Ticketmaster.
Post Ticketmaster. Wait, Ticketmaster's dead?
Oh, I guess not. We haven't lived post Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
We've lived post Ticketmaster being released. What's that?
So you lived
mid
before?
Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster?
Through Ticketmaster.
I'm asking because it sounds like, from the sounds of it, unless you did get tickets before Ticketmaster, it's like, it seems like you've been with Ticketmaster.
No, we're
I'm
just
not
saying
sure.
that Ticketmaster exists. Kind of blows.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. You're right about that.
Literally just because, like, Ticketmaster's, like, offers their service for free. And it's the best way to do monopoly. Just offer your service for free to fill the marketplace. Because no one can beat free. That's free bad business advice. Like, they literally just told every stadium in America, like, you don't have to pay us to use our service. And they're like, oh, fuck yeah! And
It would be easier to catch
stadium owners.
weed if there was not JD, or if it was illegal and you couldn't get it for legal stuff.
No reputable doctor is actually assigned, like, prescribing marijuana to people. Anyway, it's more of okay, not no, but like there are only very specific situations where if you actually thought weed was dangerous, you would be terrified about how overprescribed it is in America.
Right, like opioids.
Opioids are overprescribed, but also like 10 million times more useful in a medical setting. Like,
yeah,
opioids are really fucking useful because it can take someone on the brink of death to thinking they're fine.
It's a very fragile. I'm not sure how much I can really explain it without it being like, oh, we need to look at real deep details on that. But like, from what I understand, it's very dangerous when you're trying to like use opioids for everything, though. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
very specific.
Oh no,
reason
opioids are
you
bad.
use-
Opioids are bad. Yeah, to be clear, but I guess I'm saying it's like sort of the opposite part of that coin, where it's like opioids are overprescribed because they are very bad and you should use it with caution.
It should be used
Marijuana
for
is
fucking-
overprescribed because it's basically not basically useless, but like the use cases for it are a lot slimmer than what people actually want it for, but it doesn't. There's no harm in it because it's just weed, so it's like.
All right. Yeah. Yikes! It's almost an hour and a half now.
Oh, it's 2
Yeah.
hours. It's been
Yeah,
an hour
2
and a half
hours.
of my birthday. I started 30
Yeah,
minutes through the
countdown.
countdown.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just chilling.
Cheating.
Cheating.
I think chilling is racist.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't.
I mean, I don't-
From I go.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think antibiotics are overused in the US. I don't know.
Antibiotics are incredibly overused in the US.
Wait, is it also aren't antibiotics literally pseudoscience, or is that something else?
No,
No, that
antibiotics
is definitely something else.
very real science.
They are.
The guy who discovered penicillin is won a
that's
Nobel
that.
Prize.
I'm thinking of the pills, the like not vitamin C pills, but the
Oh, vitamin supplements.
yeah, those.
Yeah, supplements are complete quack science.
And they market themselves as antibiotics, right?
Oh, fuck,
No.
you're right. I think they do.
Really?
No, they antioxidant. They call themselves
Oxidants.
I
antioxidant.
think it's
Okay,
yeah,
oxidants.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting that's an easy mistake to make.
Yeah. Vitamin supplements, complete. You get all the vitamins you need by just existing in the real world. Like,
Just your normal diet, yeah.
yeah. You get like you can like take iron supplements, or you can like touch a steak and have it seep into your bloodstream or some shit. Like,
Well, it's
it's
not
hilarious.
It's not that simple, but
I know,
yeah.
but like,
It's
I
close.
get what you're saying. It's just living your life is enough to get most of your minerals that you need.
It's
like if
close
you
to
really
what
think
vitamin
about
C-
it, okay, think about a vitamin C pill, right? When's the last time you heard of someone getting scurvy?
Oh, it
Yeah.
was the league player.
Yeah, on one. He got scurvy because like all he was eating was microwave chicken nuggets or something, so he got no vitamin C. But like realistically, no one like the pirates that got scurvy are because their entire diet was crackers. Like the only food on the boat was crackers and beer.
I mean, makes sense though, because like those are the few foods that didn't perish that quickly.
Yes. And
Yeah.
yes, it makes sense why it was there, but it's like, yes, that's how they
Yeah,
got
but
scurvy.
in our
It's not
day-
because it's like possible to get scurvy if you're like not actively trying to give it to yourself.
I mean, in our day-to-day lives, we don't really need supplements. Those pirates definitely needed it, but us, no. We definitely do not.
Let's see. Is it true that the odd one got scurvy?
What? Who?
Yeah, he was eating nothing but frozen dinners. And it just never gave him vitamin C.
Who?
League player.
Oh. Gotcha. Wait, is it the example you said with the chicken? Like just
Yeah,
No.
he was
okay.
only he was basically only eating frozen meals. Like frozen Marie Calendar meals, and it's like you
Mhm.
vitamin C you get it from basically anything that was at one point in the ground, and like mac and cheese and Salisbury steak have never been in the ground.
I mean, yeah, that's, I don't know. There shouldn't be this many like vitamin supplement places. I mean, supplement companies, but it's just whatever.
You know who's been running a great grip? Big Orange.
Who's Big
You know,
Orange?
oranges give you like less vitamin C than a bell pepper, and that, but they market
Really?
themselves like the yes.
Is it because the sun is like kind of orange, like the sun and the orange? If you like are a 5-year-old drawing a picture, kind of look alike.
No, I have no clue how Big Orange has convinced everyone that they need oranges for vitamin C. But like, of citrus fruit, it's like the shittiest way to get vitamin C.
Maybe because Florida is sunny.
No, grapefruits are better.
Oh,
Wait, why are we talking about sun? That's vitamin D. I'm talking about vitamin C.
I don't know.
Vitamin C is
Maybe
different.
just like antioxidants talk. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, there's at least like 12 different foods you could just get more vitamin C.
Sorry. Yes. By the way, I am not talking generally. You talk about supplements being quack science. Yes, it's only talking about the like when doctors don't do it. When you see a fucking big tub of Flintstones gummies, yes, doctors prescribe vitamin supplements all the time if you're actually lacking in something. The point is that like, yeah, that's not true. Especially like, okay, by the way, I sometimes wonder because I like never open my windows in my college apartment, right? I'm just like, am I getting enough sunlight? I'm leaving my room like twice a week to go to class. And, like, I never open my blinds.
Also, that's
It's
a good
like-
point because Gangplank with the oranges.
I
the
thought
oranges
those
are-
things were I thought that was a folktale that was back propagated, where basically sailors did get scurvy because all they ate were crackers. And Big Orange convinced everyone that vitamin C was the way to go, so oranges became associated with making a pirate healthy.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you're going in the wrong. I think it's a folklore.
I'm not sure.
Maybe I'm wrong though.
I'm just saying maybe the Big Orange capitalized on the sailors getting sick. As like, because they just needed any vitamin C, right?
Yeah, just any amount.
So
It would have fixed the
if
issue.
oranges were the first ones to fix the issue, then maybe they
Yeah.
use that as the marketing.
A red bell pepper has 3 times as much vitamin C as an orange. And bell peppers are delicious.
They kind of taste like nothing. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can fry them in oil and then they're delicious. Yeah, no one's eating a fucking raw bell pepper. Like, actually, some people eat raw bell peppers. They're not bad, but yeah, they're just kind of bitter.
I don't know, you just put it in a salad and just, it's no taste. Or it's just very flavorless.
Okay, that is a separate note where Big Salad also has gotten away with a bunch of bullshit that fascinates me.
Yeah?
It's like, okay, like you take anything unhealthy, but then people think you put lettuce on it and you put it in a bowl instead of on bread. It's like, oh fuck, now it's healthy.
Yeah.
Like a spicy chicken salad versus spicy chicken sandwich. One is from Popeyes and the other is from Sweet Tomato. And apparently one is healthy and one will kill you. No, they'll both fucking kill you. Big salad? How that shit happen?
I mean, you're removing all the carbohydrates, essentially.
Okay, I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm gonna just like go full nutrition. Keto is also bullshit for most people.
Pardon?
Keto.
Keto?
Oh,
A
keto?
diet where you remove all your carbs? That's like also bullshit for most people.
Well, unless you have a very specific disease, the keto makes no sense.
The lemon juice and sauerkraut. See, no oranges, but actually no. Citrus fruits, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe people just associate lemons and oranges.
Like sauerkraut is so fucking smart. Wait. Yeah.
Sauerkraut?
That makes sense. That's a European thing, though. So yeah, or like Eastern European. Because like Eastern Europe is sauerkraut. I don't think the English did sauerkraut. They did probably.
Sauerkraut.
Do the English do pickles at all? Actually, I just realized the English don't do anything. Like, does West Europe do pickles?
Is that a serious inquiry?
Yes. Yes, I'm asking if anyone. Or in
If
chat.
they
If
do
anyone.
pickle?
Yeah, they like pickle stuff.
Yes. Sauerkraut is a pickled.
That's
version
Eastern
of-
European, I thought.
No, it's German. Wait, what?
I don't know anything about food history or history,
Oh,
so
I thought Germany was just defined as Eastern Europe.
Sure, if you want to put it in that list.
what is
okay,
Western Europe? Like,
Yeah, then
France,
what is Western?
France, UK, Spain, Portugal.
yeah, that actually makes sense. Sweden,
No, that's Northern Europe.
Northern, okay.
Pickled eggs. What?
Like, time to fuck out. Pickled eggs. You know, like century eggs?
No. Like pickled
What's a
quailed
pickled
eggs.
egg?
Originally from Eastern Europe. Okay.
Is it also?
I know
Eastern
nothing
Europe?
about. I don't know
Yeah.
anything. So.
Fuck, that sounds gross.
Mm,
Portugal,
sense.
that's fair. Actually, yeah. I like Portugal and Spain together. I do a dumb thing where I think Portugal and Spain are the same place.
Christopher Columbus.
If Christopher Columbus can think India and America are the same place, I'm allowed to get Portugal and Spain mixed up.
Wait, he
Really?
sailed for both Spain and Portugal, right? On different
No, he's from Spain.
and sailed for Portugal.
He's from Spain and sailed from Portugal because he had this crackhead idea of like, I'm gonna sail around the earth. And then Spain said, you're a fucking moron. Shut up, Christopher Columbus. And Portugal said, hey, we kind of want to get one up on Spain. We'll fund your project if you can dunk on Spain for it. True, we don't know geography. Land of the free, home of the brave. What the fuck is a kilometer?
I think that's the other way around, and also he's Italian.
No, but yeah, no, it's, I thought Northern Europe was like Nordic countries, Southern Europe is...
No, I'm talking about the Christopher Columbus story. It's
He
reversed.
no, Amerigo Vespucci is Italian, I thought.
Yeah, his name sounds Italian. Vespucci.
Yeah, ends in an I. Anything that's an I sounds Italian.
And Uchi. That Uchi
Yeah.
spelled that's like romanized as UCCI is often Italian.
I'm not sure where you're
Chinaga
talking about.
I.
I'm not sure.
That's why I
where
say.
you're going
That's
anymore.
why I say that.
Italian icon.
That's why I mean Uchi
Okay.
is used in
Okay.
Japanese a lot. That's why I
Yeah.
specifically said the romanized UCCI
That-
one.
Yeah, well,
Like Bendinucci.
Tommy Tafino. I
mean-
can't say that guy's name normally. Tommy Tafino.
His celebration's an all-timer
Almost
though.
went that. Wait. Now, wait. What were we referring to for how white people almost went down? Hold up. Did we casually talk about a way a civilization can end?
Wait, yeah, no. If she's indigenous, then colonization is literally.
Oh, Christopher Columbus. Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot that's how he got on TikTok. Okay, the jump between Christopher Columbus and me saying Tommy DeVito in a very stereotypical mafia accent, it happened really fast, okay? Tommy DeVito. Is Tommy DeVito the second most famous DeVito?
I've
Damn
never
it.
heard of him.
Damn
Okay,
it.
okay, by the way, like, it's so not depressing, they're all hurt, but like, I always thought Danny DeVito was like actually just Frank. You like hear Tonga acting and he's like a very serious actor. It like bummed me out when I learned that. 'Cause I'm like, nah, you're just supposed to be Frank.
Yeah, it might be Tommy DeVito.
Did you just
What the
Google a
hell
list of
is
DeVitos?
Tommy?
No, I just googled
He's
DeVito and the
the
only thing that
fourth
comes up.
string quarterback for the New York Giants. The only thing interesting about him is he is like, he's not the most Italian motherfucker you've ever seen. He's the most Italian American motherfucker you've ever seen. Like,
Because he's Italian and he plays
New
football.
York. No, like Italian American culture is just like very explicitly not Italian.
Yeah. Oh, and his
So, Brooklyn?
and his celebration is iconic. It's an all-timer.
It's not a high five. It's just a high. Yeah.
It's an all-time celebration.
He says nah because he's a goat. It's a high nah. That's what like. He used the word nah to describe the thing he does. He's so fucking cool.
For a terrible quarterback, he has so
he
much aura.
sucks at football, by the way.
For,
He's
for
horrible
such a
at
bad
football.
quarterback, he has so much aura. It's incredible.
DeVito.
Okay.
You try saying it. It's really fun. So
What,
fun to
DeVito?
say Tommy DeVito.
Exactly, it's the confidence. And his name's fun to say. But also the confidence.
Tommy DeVito.
What if it's just everything? What if it's just Tommy being Tommy?
Being Tom.
Yeah, I call him Tommy because we type like that. Okay, by the way, how does it work? How does like the universe determine? Because it's not anything people determine. It's the universe that determines if going by a shortened version of your name sounds cool or stupid.
What?
Like, who decides this? Because again, it's the universe that decides it. So like, Tommy sounds stupid, but if I was like Johnny Lee, I would be cringe and L. You know, like Johnny just sounds
fine.
like a shitty name.
Oh, fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it sounds like a rat garbage name.
All I'm saying is it's just yourself who thinks whether that nickname really works or not. It's not really
No,
the universe
I
that
think
tells
I
you.
think there's a universal vibe check.
I think it's phonetically based on how it sounds with the rest of your name.
I think this entire thing is just subjective in itself, so it doesn't really mean it's a universal thing. It's just more like
Exactly
what is
as Stella
anything.
said. Pure instinct.
It's pure instinct at that point.
Yeah, okay. But like, I say, like, but I guess my
it's
point
not-
is that it's not your instinct. It's like a universal instinct. That's where I'm like confused.
I don't know if it's a universal instinct either. It's more like smaller scale because that's not a universal truth. It's just it's just a
It's literally just a function of how good you say it the first time and if people buy in or not.
well, yeah. I mean, there's some rappers who just chose a nickname, even though it's stupid. They'll just stick with it, right? And it just kind of clicks after a while. That's kind of what I mean, as in like it doesn't seem like it's a universal thing. This is more of like whether instinct of yourself, vibe of everybody, and that's it. Or there's probably more, but it's definitely not a universal, is what I'm saying. Because it's not a universal truth. Or something you could just say, yeah, no matter what, like, whatever universe, that is always going to be true. Just as a thought of my own.
I just like I don't know enough about language to know like what rolls off the tongue, you know?
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, for you, you thought Johnny Lee sounds cringe, right? To me, it just sounds
Yeah.
fine.
Well, just kind of never go. Oh yeah, I guess I just never gone by Johnny, so I just don't like Johnny. Johnny is just always cringe.
I don't know. It just reminds me of those like, I think it was like the 60s or 70s, like kind of Go Johnny Go or something. I don't remember. If it's
Oh, Johnny Be Good from Back to the Future.
Johnny-
Also, it's a real
Like-
song, but everyone just knows it from Back to the Future.
No, I wasn't even thinking of Back into the Future. I just know that song. I was just like, wait, I think I said that wrong. Anyway, besides the point, what I'm just saying is just like, well, it just sounds fine. It's not a big deal. If you don't like it, then that says it. That says it all. Because your truth is your truth, right? If you
Damn.
So like that's just the end of it. If you don't like it, then no matter what other people want to call you that, you say it's not good, and that's the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you say I want to be called Johnny, just as a hypothetical statement, then people kind of have to respect that, or they just like they don't. But then in that truth, you know it is good, right? Like it's a good name, right?
Oh,
That's
I
kinda
do not
what I
have that
mean.
level. I do not have that level of confidence. No.
No, but
I don't
no,
have the
but
con-
you
like,
okay.
if my name sucked and someone told me my name sucked, I would not double that. I'd just be like, okay. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's just you who's making that rule. It's not a universal. It's like if you say 2 + 2 to another person, they can't just say it's not, because that's just
No, but that's what I think. I don't think it's a personal thing. I think if I tried to make Johnny work, it would never work.
no.
I just don't. I don't think I could pull off Johnny.
I mean,
wouldn't
that
stay.
might be
I think like one guy could pull off Johnny. That's Johnny Test. He ain't real.
Johnny Cash.
I'm just saying. I think
Yeah,
that's just
Johnny
you.
Cash.
At
I don't
that
think that's his real
point.
name though.
I'm just saying that might be just a you thing at that point, rather than it doesn't work. Because we're honestly, people
No,
just
it just doesn't work.
try to make it work. You know. I don't know. I think maybe this.
Mushroom.
Maybe this.
That's kind of a sick nickname. Not gonna lie. Green chat now.
Which
Alrighty.
Mushroom.
one? Oh.
Banger nickname.
You're the life of the party.
Well, I wasn't thinking about like that. But like, I feel like mushrooms and shrooms are very different things.
I was thinking of the fungi pun, but yeah, I see what you mean there too.
This is also a very cool nickname, but not in the meme way. Like, that's just awesome.
Especially because you don't have to think about the American version of what you just said. In America, that'd be very bad. But in Dutch, it's like
Wait,
really cool.
Wizards.
No, wizards in
What?
America have a very bad reputation.
Oh!
But
I
in
thought
other
they were-
languages, it's totally chill.
I thought only the leaders were considered things.
I wouldn't want to be named after a leader.
I mean, David Duke probably has kids, so like, they
Yes.
exist.
And isn't there like a politician or a lawyer in like Africa named Adolf Hitler?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
not
What
Af-
the
I
fuck?
don't know if it's. I don't know if it is Adolf Hitler.
That can't be Africa. That's just not an African name.
Adolf Hitler, you know not. So it's like Martin Luther King, I guess.
But Martin Luther King was named after Martin Luther.
Yeah, he's a real person. Adolf Hitler. Unana.
Somewhat ironically, he's
really...
he's a Namibian civil rights activist.
Yeah, I do not want to be really choppy with the name.
Okay.
Yeah,
fine.
a real
Did I
person.
ever tell you about my my favorite African civil rights activist?
Is it the lawyer that won 14 cases?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, supposedly.
I am going to put in chat what his name is, and you can Google it. He was oh, Jesus Christ, but he has his name.
Oh, is he the winner? Is he the winner of the contest?
Sex whale. Which one of those feathers? It's not how you pronounce it. It's the Schwala. His name is Tokyo Sex Whale. I don't care anything else about this man. Much better name than Adolf Hitler.
Apparently, that's the name of a real human being.
Google him. Yep.
Well,
South African civil rights activist.
I think it's even funnier when they like actually put themselves in the spotlight, because it's one thing when somebody's just named a thing and it's funny, but sometimes they're actually like activists or politicians or somebody that actually have to speak in front of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like the guy gets to choose his name, though.
No. He definitely chose the Tokyo part. He was born Mosima Seshwale. But let's be honest, Tokyo Sex Whale it makes it a lot better. If it was Mosima, I would just call him Seshwale. But like Tokyo Sex Whale.
All I know about why you have such strange names like that in Africa is the fact that like they don't see it the same way of how Europeans look at those names. Which is why
he literally chose Tokyo because he thought it was cool when he was young. Okay.
I was
This is
thinking
just
of
funny
the
for the sake of being funny.
example, but
Oh, the Adolf Hitler one. Yeah.
yeah, I was.
Don't guilt me into not laughing at this because it's hilarious.
No, that one is. It's funky to say
awesome.
the least.
It's awesome.
I don't know about awesome. This just
whale.
sounds. To me, this is just cringe, but okay.
Oh, me making fun of his name, yeah, probably, but
No, it's just many levels to it. The fact you're making fun of it. The second, just being the fact the guy chose this. The third is just what lead him to choose that name at like beforehand. Like everything, there's so many things in multiple levels that is like cringy, you know. But I digress from that.
I agree.
Would it be more or less cringe if I go onto a rant about name of the year and start reading all the names?
I agree. Maybe in your country. In our country, one of the richest people in the world named his kid after a fighter jet.
X Kai 12 something, right?
Yeah. Although, apparently it's not Kyle, although I'll just call him Kyle.
Elon sounds like someone that would name his kid X. They're just like, call him X. Anyway. Dent McSkimming. Pleasant Crumb. Sunshine Crumb. Omar Hurricane. No, these are actually kind of cool. Bol. Glad someone.
Bol made it.
Bol.
Basketball
I don't know
player.
why I only recently learned that Bol is the son of Manute Bol.
Oh, to me, I just never associated Manute Bol and Bol like in the same. I've never thought about them together.
Yeah.
Also, Manute Bol takes up
here we
such
go.
little percent of my headspace.
Curvaceous bat. Mingus Matt. Chewbacca, huh? Dr. Ditto did it. Yeah, so the rule for the competition is you get paid $100,000 if you win, but if you ever change your name, you have to give back the money. Some parents name their child over anime characters. Dude! Yes. Also, like, the parents that name their kids after celebrities and all that other shit. I also don't want it. Like,
I would be okay with
dude,
naming...
remember that fucking one year where everyone named their kid fucking Katniss?
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know, I feel
Now
like...
Katniss is like 12.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with naming somebody after, like, you know, a game or an anime or whatever, but it has to be a good name. Like, that they're not gonna get bullied for. Like, I met somebody at a concert. I met somebody at a concert, and their name was Kumiko, and I really love that name. And it's like, I love Hibiki Euphonium. I like Kumiko, the name, right? And I think it's a pretty sounding name. But that's like the important part. Like, I think it's a pretty sounding name. Like,
yeah, but I'm still just wouldn't straddle a kid with the name Kumiko. Like, they're going to school in America. Like, I feel like that's my main thing. It's like, it's not if you think it's pretty. It's like, yeah, a real ass person's gonna live with this shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've actually thought about that. Like, I would want a name that can go either way in Japanese and in English, at least to some extent. Unfortunately, Karen is actually a good name, but like bad connotation in English, so.
Yeah, see, and going back to the real person thing, then they'll have to go, no, it's not Karen, it's Karen. Okay, just go Karen. And then they live their life as like Karen anyway. It's like, we didn't really gain much, even though, yes, Karen is a good name.
Oh yeah, I mean, no shot. It's somewhat doable in English. So far, the ones that I have are, for a guy, the name Ray would be really cool. Also an anime name. Kiriyama Ray from Sangatsu no Lion, but like, it's a name that American people have. It's a name that Japanese people have. It's doable.
Yeah, you know that's not the most famous Ray in anime.
Oh.
Trolling?
The Neon Genesis
You don't even need
one?
to watch the fucking show, yeah. OG Waifu Wars, man.
Ren,
like
that's a good
most
name. I mean, I think it's because I associate it with a guy's name. That's why. And Sangatsu no Lion is one of my favorite all time.
Wait, there's a guy just named...
Huh? By the way, the girl name that I have as the top candidate right now is probably like Mari. Good name. It's still like more Japanese, but it's a pretty easily pronounceable name in English.
I feel like Mari's just kind of a bitchy name. Like, American Mari's.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Okay, good, but, like... Al Capone Cruise Balls. Unique Mayo!
What's crazy is we know somebody who named their kid Unique.
Yeah, well, she was trashy as hell. Not was, she is trashy as hell. The only reason if it was if she got in a shootout, like, crazy woman.
Huh.
Oh, of course, Dr. Loki Sky Wizard. Do you think Loki Sky Lizard would be just as funny if he wasn't a well-accomplished man? If he was just a guy named Loki Sky Lizard?
Loki as in the villain? Anti-hero?
When this guy was raised by a bunch of hippies that thought a kid should name themselves. So when he was 5, they asked him, what do you want your name to be? And because he's 5, he answered, "I want to be Loki Sky Wizard."
Oh.
Honestly, props to him for keeping it into adulthood.
The Loki guy.
Dr. Loki Sky Wizard.
No, that's what I was curious about. Is he Loki as in like the
Yes.
Marvel character,
He
or
named
is
himself
Loki?
after Tom Hiddleston.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, or Loki as in like not high key.
No. I feel like being like actually naming kids stuff. By the way, I will say I do also think I had the benefit of white name. Like, I felt bad for kids when the teacher mispronounced their name on the phone. You know?
Yeah.
Like, excuse me.
But some people like Starbucks. It doesn't matter how easy your name is to say; they're not gonna spell it right.
Yeah. See, that's another thing. They would need a Starbucks name. I mean, like, I know Pokimane said she had a Starbucks name because people kept reading it as Lemonadus. Yeah, see, I don't... All that stuff is just like, man, I hope... If I were to name a kid, I would just try to, like, play for corner cases, you know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure as long as the name is like something special between like all parties that give a shit about the name.
It's also
You
not
basically
matter.
need to strike a balance between unique enough where it's special, or like a meaningful name, but also like not a bad name, right? Like,
Well, as long as you're not trying to be like obnoxious with it, I'm pretty sure anything is fine. I don't think it really matters about the Starbucks thing or anything personally, because
I mean,
who
yeah, it
cares?
doesn't matter.
Right?
It-
Because like
It doesn't matter. Like, yes, it doesn't matter in the sense that it doesn't like, change anything about their life. It's just more like if I were to name a child, that's the thing I'm thinking about. And these aren't
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
big things. It's more just like I have the opportunity to not have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
I just think that like honestly, like for couples that are just like naming, oh, they want to name cactus, it's like, I mean, if they thought it's special to them, it's special to them, right?
Yeah, no, but
End
that's
of
my point. It's
story,
special to the couple. It's special to the
And-
couple. Doesn't mean fuck all for the kid.
Well, I mean, there's a reason they wanted to like name the kid that way. Like, is there a problem with that at that point?
I mean, kind
Just
of.
because
Once you're introducing new life into the world, it's not just about you and your wife. It's also about the kid.
Once a thing develops consciousness, it's not yours anymore. It's your responsibility to take care of it, but it's not yours.
and the name thing is something they shouldn't be able to do.
Yeah.
Then?
No, they should name them, but they should at least be conscious of like.
Because, like, fairly speaking,
effects.
fairly speaking, then if the name is, if they're conscious about it, right? Shouldn't they be choosing the
Bye.
name themselves at that point? Oh, all right.
No.
Yeah. Bye bye. Yeah, I saw.
But sorry, you were saying.
Actually, saying goodbye, Chatterbox, I think.
Yeah, I'm
just.
staying later than I thought.
Yeah.
But you were gonna finish, Dave.
LPL is live.
I'm just saying that, like, if it's a consciousness that they've already got, then at that point, wouldn't it make more sense for them to make a decision for the name, right?
No,
At that point-
it's because my point is that you are making a decision for a future person.
It's like you're entrusted with this responsibility for this other person.
It's the issue that a whole ass 8-year-old is gonna have to live with your decision you made for them when they were 0.
Yeah, and unless like the parents are really shitty people, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna really backfire that much.
I mean, I'm not saying Katniss is an evil name, but I think most people that are named Katniss would rather be named not Katniss.
I mean,
Or
at that
Peeta,
point, that's just
or
no,
Ender.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it sounds like at that point it's like, oh, then the parents' decision wasn't the right decision at that point. And I'm just like, well, I mean, they just chose it that way. That's fine, honestly.
Yes.
If the kid doesn't like it, they can change their name too. That's also a thing, right?
Yeah,
I just think
but
like
it's like
trying
I don't know. I just
to
feel like
be super mindful like that is like really draconian at that point.
No, because
And-
there's a cost to changing your name. I'm not saying
course.
it's draconian, but I'm saying like I'm playing to that corner case because again, I think it's my responsibility to give my child an easier life whenever possible, even in minor ways, because full ass child chose to bring him into the world. Type shit.
I guess. Yeah. It's just that like as a name choice, it's something that like I would believe that it'd be between the couple. Because like if you're trying to like get a name that is like, you know, hits every single corner cases, I feel like most people just can't, you know? They just choose a name that is special to them. And if it's like, oh, they can't name them that way because they have to think of them as a responsibility, then it's like
I mean, yes, obviously I'm not saying any parent that names their child Katniss is, what I will say is just I wouldn't think like that as a parent. And it's like,
I mean, there's going to be some cases that most people wouldn't be aware either, though. That's also another.
I don't know. I
thing.
feel like, for example, it shouldn't be like surprising that our friend Kyle is gonna have some problems growing up. Like,
no, he's not. Time the fuck.
wait,
not,
no,
not
because he's
Kyle
you know,
specifically.
but like,
I mean, he could.
but
Child-
Kyle might have problems that he wouldn't normally have if his name wasn't X
Yeah.
Aether,
And like,
whatever.
specifically,
I mean, that's
I think
obnoxious,
Elon and
though.
Grimes were being selfish by doing that. Can we at least like concede that like they were pretty selfish by
No,
doing that?
obviously,
Like,
that's just obnoxious. It's not even seem like they were trying to take it seriously.
but
because
what's
Mhm.
less selfish about
Katniss.
Katniss than Kyle, other than like your sort of subjective vibe check? Because it's still, I'm just saying, like the act of a parent choosing a name for themselves instead of their kid, you know?
Because, like, the idea behind that, with the obnoxiousness with the Kyle thing, is just that, like, they're literally not even trying to sound it out the name. They literally just put random letters and put it
It's
together.
not
and
random.
Call it.
They explained it. It's
Yeah.
stupid. But
Favorite fighter jet or some shit.
it's stupid. They named it after like their favorite jet airplane. But like, it's dumb.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't say that that's any different than at a point, like you said.
Like, I think it's on like a tier list, right? Like, you should
But
think about the consequences of the name. Then in the middle, you have your Katnisses and your Enders that are like, you're gonna cause problems for them, but at least it's not like evil. If you were to name your kid like Fibblethip, then that'd be that'd be
that's
evil.
kind of what I'm saying.
Because
It's like, it seems really obnoxious, though, at that point.
No, but I guess my point is that you can subjectively say what is or is not past your line. My only point is parents naming their kids for themselves, I think, is just a kind of shitty thing. Whether it be Katniss or Kyle. Like, the act of a parent being, like, like not caring and choosing it because they think it's cool instead of because I need to make sure my child is going to be happy with this. Is just kind of a dick move. Again, not evil, not inexcusable. It's kind of a dick move.
I mean, sure. I guess I can see that far. I'm just thinking like along the lines of like when like you put a name such as like Cotton, right? It just feels like if you're just like, oh well, they're just gonna do it that way. It's like, well, I mean, can they not do that? Like, if you are willing to just let it go because of possibilities like that, it just feels like then it's not a special name at that point.
I don't know. I feel like there's more than one special name. There are special names that also don't get you bullied in school.
I feel like, to be honest, kids just find ways to bully no matter what. That's kind of
why would you add
so
one
why
to
are we
that?
giving them more opportunity?
It doesn't really matter, is what I'm saying.
What?
What I'm saying is like it doesn't matter. Kids just finds a way. Whether you
Okay,
give it or not, it doesn't matter, is what I'm saying. At the end of the
Okay,
day.
my actual answer to that, Dave, is that like
Mhm.
it's not about if they actually get bullied. It's, is my kid ever gonna come home crying because they're named Cat? Like, we're dealing with 8-year-olds here, right?
Yeah, kids are ruthless. Exactly, Estella.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree on that idea. Yeah.
So it's like, again, in the way that I'm thinking, what's the way my kid doesn't ever come home crying? I'm just not gonna name them Cat. Because, and obviously kids will find another way, but like,
I mean, there's
why-
always a way with even the most generic name. That's why I'm like, I don't think
To
it really
get
matters
bullied,
at that
maybe.
point.
because,
But if one person in the
to
class is gonna get,
Katniss,
Like,
it'll matter to Katniss that someone made fun of the name.
plus you're increasing the
Sometimes.
chances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like if you roll a dice, and like, if all the odd numbers are your kid's gonna get bullied, and all the even numbers are your kids not gonna get
Actually,
bullied.
now thinking about it, even if there was like a huge generation of people naming the same name, I mean, the only bullying occurrence that would happen is that, oh, we have the same name at that point, arguably speaking. But I also just think
It's not common enough. Being like more common doesn't make it common enough where it's like, oh
Yeah,
yes.
but
It's still
it's
like
like-
not a top
kind of like
25
no,
name.
but-
weird.
But you gotta think of it as like at that point, some kids would just kind of shrug that too, which is why I'm saying like it doesn't seem like a new avenue like the Kyle name, because like that's like it just doesn't work because it just doesn't hit the mark regardless on any level, other than it's
But
special
I'm
to
saying-
the couple, right? Supposedly.
But you're only making that assessment. I'm saying I'm not differentiating Kyle and Katniss because the intentions of the parents were the same. You're only making a subjective assessment that Kyle is weirder than Katniss. Which, like, it is, but, like... So,
I don't know. I just feel like, why
I'm just-
add chances for them?
yeah, like, I'm saying, well, I just
I
don't
mean-
know why I would... Yeah,
I mean-
exactly, yeah, it's like...
Maybe there's a way. I just don't believe there's a way to fix that, no matter what, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying you're not fixing the kid actually getting bullied. You're fixing the kid hating their name.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't think no matter what you're gonna do, it's gonna really fix it. Is what I'm saying. At the end of
You're
the
not
day,
gonna
it just
fix it, but
Yes,
you might
I think if
mitigate
your kid is
something
named
or prevent
Daniel,
something.
they are significantly less likely to despise their name.
Oof, I don't know, but like, yeah, sure.
And whether or not I'm actually right I don't think it actually changes the fact that at least I'm thinking about it in the way that Katniss parents just aren't.
Yeah.
Can you at least concede that? That, like, the fact that we are having this conversation, this is not a conversation parents who named their kid Naruto.
Yeah.
I
Not
can
Sasuke
agree.
either. But I've thought about Hinata. I probably wouldn't, but I've thought about Hinata.
It's pretty normal.
I mean, I can
I'd probably do
agree on
Hinata.
that parents don't always think thoughtfully, other than the fact that it's just what they agreed to name. Just plain and simple. Like, I don't think they would ever go through this rigorous most of the time. I don't think, at least.
I always thought that people put a little more thought into it.
And you'd like to
I
believe,
agree.
but I don't think it's.
I mean,
actually, like,
I mean,
Like, I
that's a
just think-
fair thing to say.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
No,
the
the
people
reason
that like
why-
want to get pregnant and all that.
Yeah.
Not like
I'm just the
unexpected.
reason I won't put that is because like I'm not sure because I never had a situation like that. I'm just putting assumptions here, right?
Yeah.
Just to make that clear, right? Because obviously there's no situation where I've seen a kid like personally that is like that, or a situation where I would name a kid, or let alone a situation where that like their name just was a more bullying aspect than the other name. Like, I can't say for sure. What?
I guess my point is,
Mhm.
if I'm trying to take into the account of the feelings of an actual child, and the logic that an adult, that like us as adults would use, I don't actually think is relevant to the conversation.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Yeah. I think it's just
Like, yes,
all-
obviously as adults we understand these things, but like, do kids? I think no. Like, I'm relatively sure the answer would be no.
I can't say it
Like-
with a certainty though. I'm just going to be
That's why I said
plain and
relatively
simple.
sure. I'm not 100% sure, but
I mean,
By
I'm playing it safe
guess
to
how
be
rational
frank.
a 5-year-old is, I'm gonna guess on
No,
the
I'm-
low end.
I'm just saying, plain and simple, the reason why I wouldn't make that claim is just I'm not even sure myself on that note. Based on just saying just as an assumption at that point. But yeah.
Okay.
Plus
Yeah.
like everything I hear is like very like it's good that like we are thoughtful about it, but it's also kind of like I don't know if we can be thoughtful about it when it's not a situation that is hand to hand what we have right now.
You've never thought about naming a kid?
Personally, no.
Thought about it. Oh.
I mean, I've literally
love that.
given some of the names that I like here on the stream, so like
Yeah.
clearly I've thought about it.
I mean, just
It's
the fact
crazy that
we
as
have
adults we're
different-
having this conversation. I'm just a very judgmental person, okay?
No, I think
saying-
Estella-san's talking about like don't name your child Naruto.
Oh, it's crazy that real ass kids are being named Sasuke and we have to talk about it? Yes, also that.
I mean, that is crazy in itself. What I'm just saying, like, just in general, the fact that we already have differing, like, just perspective on it is already kind of like makes my point as to why I can't even be sure about it.
Well, there's like a magic player. I don't want to get too into him because there's like a whole can of worms. But he named one of his children like Naya. And it's like, is that a little bit out there? Is it a little bit weird how like magic related, because he plays magic, like how magic related? Maybe a little bit.
That is a
But there's a
fun
little
name.
bit
You know having
more.
twins, by the way?
Huh?
This is random. They announced it. She knows she's pregnant. Having twins.
Oh, Gabby.
So, yep.
I see.
Yeah,
But, like,
not
the
doing
point-
nothing. Just-
But the point being, like, clearly it's
Mhm.
not like into the obvious bullying realm, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But also, like, there was thought specifically around trying to do their best to mitigate that. To me, like,
I mean, yeah, I guess.
To me, like, you name Katniss, there was no second thought or like, what if, or, you know, Kyle. There was no like, I wonder what would happen if this person has to write his name on a piece of paper.
And like, and for the Katniss example, it's more like during that discussion, the word I came up a lot, and the word she came up very rarely. Just like, in the way, I'm not...
Wait, what?
I've never had the discussion on how you end up naming your kid Katniss, but I'm saying I guess there's a lot of reasons of, I think it's cute, I want a kid named Katniss. I guess there are very few that are like, she will love having the name Katniss.
Yeah. And I guess I'm wondering, like, actually, I'm not wondering anymore. I'm just more so on, like, well, I think it's just everyone differs on that thought, I guess. Because, like, I think in an extent that is still thoughtful, it's just not what we think is thoughtful.
I don't know. Then you're getting into like a big can of
You're not allowed to be thoughtful to yourself.
I mean, there's a lot of heavy weight that comes with names. I mean, you do talk about the aspect of just if the kid likes their name or not, but this is also an aspect of parents' involvement. Also, if I'm putting on the assumption, by the way, on the fact that like the family is like well tied together. There's not like single parents, for example, right?
Yeah.
So it's like both parents have to agree with it. Grandparents will probably also give a shit about it too. Not that it's as important, but it does play a role as well. And also this conversation we're having, that is like
it does
the right name.
Piss me off that the appeasement of my grandparents was a very large part in naming. I don't like that part of my name.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you don't like it, that's fair.
And if my mom, I mean, I guess I can say this because I already have the relationship with my mom and my dad where I'm comfortable saying this, but like, yes, if my mom and my dad were like, make sure you name them XYZ to honor me, I would just say no. Like, also, my mom had a normal last name, so it wouldn't be that bad. I would just do it anyway. But like,
I mean, sure, I don't know, because like, I'll give a example that I think of. It's just more so on like, cousin's kid's name, cousin's child's name is Korean, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, it's fine as a name in Korea, right? But then it's like, if it's like brought into America or something, for example, it's a bullying name in itself. Even just my cousin's name, it was like a bullying sense, and it's like they would not like their name anymore for some reason, right? And it's a fair thing to happen. That's kind of why I'm like, other than the obnoxious things, I meant like even like ethnic names kind of just get into this territory, and that's why I'm like, bro, I don't know how to feel about this personally, because it's like putting the most white ass name just so the kid just doesn't get bullied. I know I'm saying white ass, but I'm saying like just trying to match, just doesn't feel like.
I mean, yes, it's all a balancing act, and there's like pros and cons to every decision to make.
Right.
And we're not even saying you have to make an objectively good decision, but like, we're saying that you should include the thoughts of how the child might actually think as well, instead of just you deciding on a name because you like the name.
Like, okay, like with your Korean example, right? I might like choose a Korean structured name, but I wouldn't use syllables that just are harder to pronounce for English.
But why do you have to appease to an English aspect? That's kind of what my point is.
If my kid's growing up in America, fuck yeah.
I mean, but then it's also kind of like, well, so you just rather just like integrate it completely. That's kind of why I'm like very weird.
If my kid's gonna grow up in America, yeah.
And you don't even have to integrate completely. If you choose a name,
I'm not saying
that has
saying that they're culturally gonna be like white, but like again, in the way that
I'm just gonna tell you, you gotta understand where I'm coming from, though. At least why I'm very hesitant about this, right? I just want that to be clear.
about
I don't
what
think,
hesitant about naming your kid,
yeah,
like
because
having
like,
it. Yeah, I get why you don't want it to be influenced because there's negative things about that, but like I'm saying I definitely think there's ways to raise a child that is like pro-Korean and also
I
not
will tell you this: it does not work that way.
okay.
So that's why I'm saying, well, you're basically trying to either completely whitewash it, or you're just gonna have to work with it. It's very common even with Indian family, for example, too. That's why I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this other than, well, if you want to name it that way, that's their choice, right? But it's also kind of like saying, oh, you have to account for the possibility that they're going to hate their name. It's like, well, we can't really predict the kids' reaction to it. Like, maybe they want to be more Americanized, right? That's fine. That's their choice, right? Right? But that's like something a parent can't really do anything about at that point, right? They have their thoughts. They do what they think is best, right? And kids
But
don't
best
always
for
like.
who?
Well,
Best
they
for
do
the
it best
kid?
on
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they're-
I'm saying I'm not saying there's not pros and cons to every decision raising a kid.
Mhm.
I am saying that you should prioritize your kid first, not your grandparents, not yourself, not Katniss fucking Everdeen. Like, yes, you can construct situations where it's worse for the kid. And I'm not saying that all these decisions are set in stone. But like
Mhm.
the decisions, like, you're fine because you're describing things like ways the kid would react. That's my only point. Like,
Mhm.
it's just that, like, yeah, it's and like more when I say what I would do in that situation in the way that I'm not Korean, like I will never be in that situation. But it's like
Yeah.
my point in that is only to say that this is how I think is possible to split the difference there. Not like this is the right answer. I think this problem's easy.
Like,
It's
I think
I'm saying I would weigh the pros
Okay,
and cons, and then I would try to find a situation that works.
yeah,
That works in multiple scenarios.
I think Ototo-kun brought out something interesting earlier that I use kind of as a metric is like, how much do you say I think and how much do you mention he or she will? It's like, if you're saying, well, I think it's a pretty name, or I think that it should be X, Y, or Z, then you're probably not thinking about the child as much as you're thinking about yourself. If you're thinking, well, he might, or we might want to raise him, or something like that in a certain way that gives you this name, then you're thinking about the kid. Or if you say, you know, well, what problems will he have, then you're thinking about the kid. But if you're just thinking like about I, or we, if it's you and your partner, then it's kind of like,
I mean, that's kind of an odd
you're not
thing,
thinking
'cause,
about
like,
them as much as
I mean, you
yourself.
can think about, okay, if you're thinking purely about them, which I don't know if that's what you meant by accident. If you're trying to think for them, it's like,
well, kind
them,
of
but
think in their best
culturally wise,
interest. Yeah.
Yeah.
like, I mean, like, how can you like account for that at all other than whatever you're familiar with, right?
Well, you can't
I mean,
predict
you
it
can try your
perfectly,
best.
but you
That's-
can.
Right.
That's literally all parenting is. No one knows how to parent the first time. You just try your best.
Right.
My point is, like, the corner cases, I'm not saying I'm gonna be right. I'm saying that Katniss is wrong. and it like is just bad. Sorry, not that Katniss is wrong. It's that Katniss is.
I don't
bad
think Katniss
methodology.
is wrong. Just to make that
It's
clear.
bad methodology.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I should say
Okay.
the way we get to Katniss is a flawed process.
Okay, I see.
I should replace Katniss with Sasuke because that's like definitely wrong.
Yeah.
It's like the same flawed process.
But it's like if we're hosting a party, right? And we're trying to think about drinks. If we say, well, we believe that everyone should drink water, then that's not really thinking about all of our guests. Now, if we think, well, it's a party and we want guests to have a good time, and we lay out options, and then ultimately the option that you wanted wasn't there, then at least we thought about you, even if we didn't get the right drinks. We thought about it. But if you're just like, nope, this is the way I'm doing it, then you're not really trying to accommodate.
I mean,
or think about
I guess
the person
so.
in question.
I guess so. It's just I don't know. I believe in the idea that it's like it's up to the parents how they want to do things, kind of thing. But like,
I mean, it's literally up to them. It's more like,
I mean, yeah, I don't.
yeah,
It's not like I can tell them what to do, but all
Right.
vibes, you know. Again, it's just to me, Katniss gives bad vibes. I'm not a parent. No. Again, I've never actually had this conversation. It's just like in my head.
yeah.
I don't know. Something is really not clicking with me, and it might not be exactly the name thing at this point, but I think this might be very off at that point. Yeah.
It's been my time to go for a while now. So see you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I breezed
Alright.
right past 3 hours, which
Alright.
I didn't mean to do. I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna end it at
Me,
3
me,
o'clock.
me going on that definitely killed your viewer attention. It wasn't the hockey.
Yeah. I'm so sorry on that.
It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Fine.
No, I thought I was gonna end. Well, I thought it was gonna end in an hour, and then I was like, "Oh, well, this is perfect. We're gonna break it down, and I'm gonna end the stream after a 3-hour good mark." We went a little bit past that. That's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, nice to hear you guys. You know.
Yeah, thank you for the
Yeah.
birthday wishes.
You dude.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I forgot what the clip I saw, but it's a guy that's eating popcorn. He just nods his head, and he's like, not biting his lip. He's like pursing his lips, like.
Yeah.
Just nodding along, exactly. Don't know no
Just
other way to
watching
put
the
it.
show. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Something's just not clicking with me. That's all. And I think it's becoming more fundamental related, not even the name thing at that point.
You're probably tired too. I mean,
Well, yeah.
You
I
got a
mean,
lot
I
of
actually
stuff
have
going
to.
on.
I actually have to meet Gamer Dude today in the morning.
oh really? Nice.
I actually have to because he needs some stuff from me.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean that's true. Typing
Yeah.
anything you might be a little difficult. Yeah. Plus, I guess it's much faster verbally than it is on text.
right,
So,
and then there's delay
yeah.
too. So yeah,
Mhm.
but
Makes sense. Yeah.
I think we're kind of on. Well, I think that
I think
have
we-
the same hopes about no Sasuke's and Naruto's.
No, like that's ridiculous. I'm just like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm just like thinking more on like the realism part. Like those are just nonsense. Like it, unless there's like a really strong reason why this kid would feel good about that name. I don't know, but like, I don't know. There's been like a lot of examples with kids disliking their name, even though their parents are just wanting to like raise them in a certain culture aspect.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
It's a
there's.
very American thing.
I also
don't
think
know.
like if it's a different language thing, there's so many new layers that you have to add on that you're almost forced to think about them if you're just a American person naming your kid Katniss or Ender, then that's really just like not thinking about
There's
it.
very few reasons. There's
Right.
very few.
In fact,
not reasons.
It's like
Excuses.
if a Japanese person were to name their kid Naruto or Sasuke. It's really the same. Both are
Right.
taken from famous works.
Hmm.
Technically, names that are not.
That actually exist, right?
Well,
That
I don't know about
could be
actually
technically-
exist, but it's like. People can see how you got there. It's just weird. In the end. Like. You know, Naruto is
Mhm.
phonetically correct. Like, Kyle's way out there. You know, like, fighter jet, come on. No,
I mean,
that,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I think that was just really obnoxious of the parents at that point. Just my personal thought, though. I don't know if that's really them being obnoxious or they actually seriously like that idea of a kid being special like that.
Right.
Don't know, but also don't care enough to learn.
Right.
But
It's
yeah,
only one is only weirder to us just because we're American and English speaking. But yeah.
That's true. I don't know, but it's also kind of like, well, I don't know. This might be just like me personally, then, to some extent, because I mean, as much as America is, I do want to, like, if I ever have kids, I do want to raise in a specific way.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing against having a parenting style or having a way that you want things to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Just at the end of it, it has to be whether you're right or not because you're thinking about what's in the best interest of the kid.
I mean, the smartest, best interest is to literally just let the kid take all the decisions or take all the calls at that point.
See, that's not
Like-
that's also not technically true. Like, you know, if it's
I'm
a
just
3-year-old,
saying-
you're not giving them
I mean,
full duty.
I mean,
It's
they
like,
won't. I mean, that's kind of what I meant, as in, like, well, at a certain point, you're kind of like, it gets ridiculous on the other end, right?
right. Well, I'm saying that you should, hopefully, if you have to make decisions for your kid, hopefully you're thinking about it for your kid and not for yourself.
Hmm.
And if you're naming them Katniss because you like Hunger Games,
The character.
then it's like
Yeah.
you're not naming it for them, you're naming it for you. If you're naming it because, I don't know, you want them to be strong and independent, then
Mhm.
I think that your naming sense sucks, but at least you thought about them.
Well, yeah. I also just think, like, if they like the character, there's probably aspects of the character they like, which is why they put that name in the first place. Just why I'm saying, like, there's, like, very weird nuances, even though it doesn't seem very good in itself. I don't know.
guess. I don't know. I feel like there's
I don't know.
ways to do it.
It's a really weird territory. I will agree there.
Yeah.
Because it's like, they could have named something else than Katniss, but, like, they chose to do it that way, and chose for the possibilities for the kid to deal with it, right?
Right.
Like,
I don't
I'm not
I just
I'm not
feel
gonna
like,
disagree on that.
again, I'm not saying that people, like, parents are obligated to make the best decision because they often don't know it themselves, but they should at least think about consequences. You know?
Well, yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're not the ones that have to live with the consequences, or at least all of them. The kid's the one that has to live with the consequences.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
I'm also gonna say, having to clean up other people's messes sucks. You know that.
Yeah, but that's just seems like the reality of it. Not because, like, no one's, like, gonna be, like, 100% best, and I think, like, you and I already know that for sure. It's just that, like,
Yeah. Which is why it's important, like,
yeah.
the feelings matter. Like, the reasoning matters. Right? I think that if you say, you know, if they ask you and you say, well, we wanted X, Y, and Z for you, and this is what we thought exemplified it, then they can be mad all they want. you know, you're at least, you have a justification. I don't know if it'll be a good justification, but you have a justification. If it's just like, well, I liked this character, then kind of lost your legs to stand on, in my opinion.
I
You didn't
guess.
think about that.
I don't know. It's kind of that thought of like being called Dave, for example. It's like the David and Goliath kind of conversation, right?
Sure.
That's kind of why it's like, I don't know. It's like, I just like the underdog story, which is why I chose that name, right?
And I chose Hanamochi Kibi for this online persona, you know, and I changed it and all
Right.
that other stuff.
Right.
That's fine. I mean, like,
I'm just saying, like, you could equate this same logic into naming the kid for that. Even though it's like, honestly, it doesn't necessarily equate to, oh, they account for possible consequences, right?
And I mean, they also, we haven't even talked, and I won't talk further because it's a topic I don't want to, you know,
No, it's
get
fine.
too deep into. It's like, if
Surface
they
level.
come out as trans as they grow up and they want to be called a certain name, I'll call them that too. But
Right.
like, you're not gonna make the name assuming they're gonna come out that way, right? You're gonna make the name in your best effort, and if things happen, then you adjust to it.
I mean, parents are supposed to be the foundation for the child,
Right.
you know?
And it's a pretty shaky foundation if you're just doing it, I like X, I like Y. And it's a much more solid foundation, even if, you know, it doesn't matter if the foundation is made out of twigs,
or
sand.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you make it solid and you back it up with other things and reinforce it, then it can still be a solid foundation. But, you know, if you just kind of haphazardly slop the foundation together, then it's not going to be a strong foundation.
Yeah.
So,
Alrighty.
Anyway.
Yeah. I think
we've rambled.
we rambled a bit. I think we could close off at like 3 o'clock, specifically,
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
if you want to.
I'll probably
I
make
don't-
my outro in about 4 minutes. I tend to
Gotcha.
ramble a little bit.
Yeah, I just want to make sure like you don't have. If I don't want you to hold up too long, because like it is your stream, it is your birthday
Yeah.
too, so
Thank you.
you
Thank
should
you.
have control of the stage.
Yeah, and if the child wants to go by a nickname, that's fine too. I mean, it's not stuck in stone, like the pressure of the world to name them the perfect thing, but
Yeah.
it's important. That first name is important.
Just
So,
imagine naming your kid Napoleon though.
crazy.
You want them to do greatness, that's why you name them the way they are.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's sorry.
I mean, crazy.
It's crazy, but yeah.
Could not understand it.
Well, neither can I, honestly. But I believe to respect any choices parents make, even though, like, personally, I wouldn't agree
Oh,
with
no.
it. But I respect any choices.
I think why they choose. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's been fun chilling. These are the conversations that we have. I mean, Dave's come to me about them and he's named them Munchie Hours, so we had a
Yep.
good Munchie Hours.
So, back in university, I used to have these deep conversations around like 2 o'clock to like 4 o'clock. Like not all the time, but like randomly. We call those munchie hours because we order munchies and eat while we have this conversation.
Oh, I didn't do that. but
No, it's not expected. And, you
but
know,
yeah, that's the essence of the Munchie Hours.
yeah, that's the essence behind it. The essence is not the munchies itself; it's the conversation. That's what makes it.
Exactly. Well, this is a Zatsudan Heishin, but like, when you're not streaming, yeah, it's basically a Zatsudan that's unstreamed and just with some friends.
Mm-hmm.
I've long thought that these are the conversations that I wish I could just turn the streaming button on, but obviously, like, privacy, comfortability, like, obviously you can't just do that.
Yeah.
But I obviously only started streaming in August, and there were probably like years of backlogged conversations that we would have that go really deep. That would be cool to have streamed, but that takes setup, and then once you set it up, it's probably not as authentic as it was the first time. So happens.
Well, it's a cycle. If you don't talk about it for a while, it could become new, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, this is a topic I definitely don't recall. That's for sure.
I mean, it's a new topic, same sort of conversation. But
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Personally, I never thought about naming kids because
Really?
I kind of no, because I'm the kind of person who wants to discuss with a significant other about it.
But wouldn't you bring names to the table?
Personally, I have one name, but it's like Korean. That's why I'm like,
That's
I don't
fine.
know. I mean, it's fine, but then it's also kind of like, it's that same conversation of like, is that
Right.
name really gonna be a problem, right? I don't
Right.
know.
That's
I
why
wanna
you would discuss
with
it,
a
but you would
significant
have it as
other,
your
right?
backlog. Like, I don't know. There's names that Kumiko's an example of one where I would love to. Like, if I had a daughter, I got to name her Kumiko as like a name,
Mhm.
That on the surface. There's other ones like
Right.
I brought some of them up earlier. Kana is another
you-
one. Kana is actually, I think, one that's really simple and easy.
Mm. All right.
Not the point.
Well,
But
gotta wrap up.
yeah, I mean it's fine. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really just an idea of what names I would bring to the table if asked, and less about like, oh, this is what I have to name my child when I get one. But yeah.
I don't know. It's also just being indecisive naturally wise because I like to think
Yeah.
about every possibility.
Well, that's why I have so many names, because I'm indecisive. Then you give them to your partner and boom.
Well, it's a good thing you think a lot more about that than I do. I just think more about my life that I need to do.
That just means you're more focused, but
Well, it could, or it could just mean I'm putting unnecessary stress.
yeah. But anyway, I'll wrap
Yeah.
up for today.
Mm-hmm.
Quite comfortable with our name discussion.
I think this is a good place to end. Yeah.
Yeah. But on that note, I will be ending the stream. Thank you so much for coming, everyone, and celebrating my birthday, counting down with me, having good discussions, and it was a lot of fun. I'll take all your birthday wishes and enjoy my short trip, and then the next stream should be Wednesday-ish. So yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah. Take care, and yeah.
So the next stream should be Wednesday-ish. We'll see. Obviously, like I said,
Whoa.
はい。この後は、日本語の、エンディングを、そういう、説明しなきゃいけないことを説明します。But before that, yeah, thanks for watching. Next stream, probably Wednesday, but I'll take your nice birthday wishes into my trip and have a nice relaxing break. でも、メンヘラもっくん、私、メンヘラだけど、男子です。男です。確かに、メンヘラの雰囲気が、上司って感じなんですけど、俺はメンヘラ男子です。すみませんね。そういう質問だったら、答えてましたが、他の、質問がわからなかったら教えてくださいね。でも、それ以上は、エンディングをしなきゃいけないと思う。 今日はめっちゃ長かったんだけど、思ったより長かったけど、まあ、すごく楽しかったし、みんなを、話してて、なんというか、友達とコメントだと、喋ったことはめっちゃ楽しかったし、またしたいです。はい。まあ、それを置いといて、今日はもう、俺の時差で、見ての通り、3時になりますので、多分、配信終わらなきゃいけないと思う。What do you mean?
Huh?
I don't know what that is referring to, but anyway, the English comment is referring to. But
Yeah.
そういう感じで配信終わりたいと思います。まあ、本当に質問が答えなかったら、なんか、すみませんと思うし、まあ、よろしければ、次の配信は、多分、来週の水曜日なんで、その配信では、その質問が聞いたら嬉しいです。本当に、まあ、たくさん英語で話したんですけど、まあ、日本語で質問を聞いて雰囲気ではないとしたら、本当に申し訳ないと思います。でも、次の配信では、それも名称を多分やるので、その配信ではまた質問を聞いたら答えてほしいと思います。でも、まあ、その前に、この週末が、旅行に行くので、配信できないと、なりますが、なので、次の配信は多分、水曜日の、名称配信になります。まあ、そういうことなんで、次の配信では見てくれたら嬉しいです。でも、今日は配信終わりたいと思います。本当に見てくれてありがとうございました。それとお誕生日をお祝いしてくれてありがとうございました。めっちゃ楽しかったです。はい、配信終わりたいと思います。まあ、それでは、じゃあねー。おつきびです。